lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And then I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in. And I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl, period.
He hasn't won one.
Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh, my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air after he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
Without a paddle?
Yeah. How did
All right, we're rolling high on a Tuesday morning, middays with Marks, 97.5, The Fanatic. I'm John Marks. Good morning, everybody listening on the radio, on the Fanatic app. Appreciate you. If you're watching live on YouTube, what up? Good morning. Get involved in our YouTube chat. Subscribe to 975thefanatic.com. It is a community. Now, a community of what? That's for you to determine. But it's a community of loyal watchers and listeners. So good morning to everybody on YouTube. And Ray is away for one more day. You see the rhyming? So we welcome this morning in for Ray is the Worm, Sean Robin. What's up, Worm?
What's up? Good morning. How we doing today?
How are you, buddy?
Doing well. It's a fine, not too great out Tuesday, but, we're here.
It's not nice out. It wasn't nice last night during the World Cup game. As we say good morning to Mr. Soccer himself, Sean Brace. Hi, Sean.
Yeah, I'm here. What up? What up, everybody? How we doing? Let's go.
Sean was out last night in the storm.
I've been out for the last 6 days, I feel like.
Were you stronger than the storm? Do you remember the ad campaign following Sandy?
Wow.
Are you stronger than the storm?
And then Christie's floating down.
Yes.
Bon Jovi coming, Bruce teaming up. Man, that was a long time ago.
Well, Sean, we have so much to talk about today. A lot going on. 76ers NBA draft tonight. So just so everybody knows, all right, we will be having coverage on 97.5 The Fanatic. That will be the ESPN coverage. So if you're in the car and you want to listen to the radio, we will have they'll be pick by pick as we have the ESPN coverage. Dee Lynam's going to lead it into the ESPN coverage at 7:30, but we're going to be live, local, and late breaking on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Sean. So if you're sitting at home and you're like, all right, I want to watch the draft, we'll go through it pick by pick. Sam Ostry, noted NBA draft insider, expert, he's going to be on with us. Sean Bedard's going to be on. So we'll talk Sixers, but also we're going to go through the picks as we go. We lead up to the 76ers, hopefully picking where they are slotted right now, if not earlier, maybe a trade up. But so that's tonight, 8 p.m., live on YouTube. So make sure you check it out, Sean Brace.
Rock and roll. Can't wait. From the studio. Sixers on the clock, number 22 overall. We'll see what happens. It could potentially move up. You never know. I think Gansey kind of wants to kick in the door a little bit, make an impression. First draft.
Maybe.
Can you do that at 22 overall? There's some decent names, but I think if you want to make an impact or if you want to kick the door in and really, show that you're here, you trade up. You make a move. You do something.
So I don't think they want to kick the door in. I think they just want to start their process. We just went through a process. I think they want to start their process. So we'll talk a lot about what the 76ers we think they should do tonight. But, Sean, let's talk about the process. Because I am officially declaring the process dead.
Ooh.
Over. It's over. The process is over. Maury's gone. He was the last general manager that took part in the process. He had Ben Simmons. He had a lot of the pieces from the process. Joel Embiid is still a 76er for the time being. Who knows how long he's going to be with the Sixers, maybe the duration of his contract if they can't move on sooner. But the process is over. And the process was a failure. Do you agree that the process is over? Is that fair before we say it's a failure? Process over?
There's a lot coming at me. So let me ask you this. When did the process officially die in your estimation?
This year.
So after the final whistle against the Knicks where they got swept.
It was on life support
Yes.
and a ventilator and everything else, but it was still technically, although nobody believed that it was still technically there, but it's over.
Shock paddles in the Celtics series.
Right.
Clear.
Maury was still trying to use the best assets that you had, which really was one player that was left, to try to win. And once that's over, Bob Myers knows when he took this job, he knows this team isn't winning a championship this year. They know they're not winning a championship with Joel Embiid. Could anything happen? Sure. It's not even worth discussing because if it happens, it's not something we're going to be able to have to explain right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're not winning a title with this score with Joel Embiid. This is now a build for the future. So if this is now officially a build for the future with two young players, when we had Gansey on, he talked about his two young guards. And he talked about the talent that was surrounding him, but he talked about the two young guards. The 76ers are moving on from the process. It's over. And it's really been dead, but the process is over. And it's officially over right now. And you know what? Thank God. Because I am so, even the TTP, trust the process, I want that hashtag set on fire and thrown out of here. Joel Embiid needs to rename himself or give himself a new nickname.
Yeah.
Because the process doesn't do anything for me anymore.
Yeah, I think that's where it goes, right? For a lot of people out there, you are, ringing the bell, and a lot of Sixer fans are happy to hear this. Like, yes, this is great. It means new. It's fresh. But there's a lot of people out there that might be going, wait a minute. Why is Joel Embiid still here if the process is officially dead? Can you move on from that era if the main piece is still in the building, right? And I think that's a good question. I'm with you, though, just so you know. Process is dead. Process was a failure because at the end of the day, the process was about winning a championship.
So you say the process is dead. Now it becomes, was the process a success? Was it a failure? I know we're not allowed to be in between it. Some people may say, well, you did have success, but ultimately you didn't get your goal. I didn't even need to win a championship for the process to be a success. Making an NBA title, making an NBA finals, I could make the argument, well, they didn't win a title, but they got to the finals, right? They didn't even make an Eastern Conference final, Sean. Would I do it all over again? Of course I would. Because it was the right move to do. I'm okay with the move that they did. Did they make mistakes along the way? Of course they did. A lot of people are going to say, oh, they screwed the 76ers by firing Sam Hinkie. Screw Sam Hinkie.
Yeah.
Sam Hinkie started that season 1-30 when he got whacked. The NBA was worried, and they should have been worried. Ridiculous, the team that Sam Hinkie put together that last year. But anyway, I would do it all over again because there were fun times.
Wow, I don't know if I would do it all over again. I kid you not. I hated the process. I hated losing on purpose for 3 straight years. I love Joel Embiid. You might have heard I have a mural of the guy in the house. Shut up, Bill Strobel. But other than that, and I still do.
That's right.
But other than that, the process, big picture here, the process was always about winning a championship. You are right. If you got me to a finals, if you got me to an Eastern Conference Finals, I could probably look at you and go, you know what?
You'd feel better.
I'd feel better. I can't really be lock, stock, and barrel that this was a disaster, XYZ. But for me, I have always lived on the fact that the process, you lost on purpose for multiple years because it was about winning a championship, and they never did. So I have to sit there and say that the process was a failure just based on that simple fact alone. Again, bringing it back to what you said, I think you're right because then the fan inside of me, dude, it was a great run. We made the finals. We made the Eastern Conference Finals. We got tripped up. We got none of that. We got none of that.
You'd be disappointed they didn't win a title, and we may say they had too much talent to win a title because they did have too much talent not to make at least an NBA final. The Jimmy Butler, J.J. Redick, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. And this was when Ben Simmons was good, not the Ben Simmons we last remember. Ben Simmons was a good player for a couple of years. He was an all-star player for a couple of years. And they had think about their bench players. They had a run where they should or could have done more certainly than they did.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't look at this. I don't look at this era, the process. Outside of a couple of fun years, and they had a couple of really good regular seasons for sure, overall, the process has been a failure, and it has not been fun the last however many years. When's the last time it was fun? Atlanta?
Are you talking full season? Are you talking bits and pieces?
To be a 76er fan, when was the last time it was fun?
All right, well, it just as a 76er fan, it was fun in that Boston series.
Not in a vacuum.
All right, take
In
that
general.
away.
Just in general, was last year fun for you as a Sixer fan?
Oh,
You have to think about that?
well, because I want to be fair. I had fun up until like all nonsense broke out in February. I had fun. I don't know. Did I have fun?
It was not fun. You
I
could,
don't think I did, but I want to be fair about it. I think there were moments that you were like,
Okay.
remember, I declared them a contender.
I don't know where it is on the board.
Damn it, Ray. Rodman, give me Jamaica. I need it. I need it. Thank you. There it is.
Hey, Ray.
Where is Ray at?
Probably peeling himself off a.
Thank you, Rodman. You're the best. Shout out, Rodman. Does a great job. Again, I had fun, but you're saying the vacuum doesn't count. So the year before, clearly, I had zero fun. I don't think anybody had
When
fun.
was the last time you had fun not in a vacuum
I
as a
can't.
76er fan for a season?
I can't tell you. I don't know.
It fell apart after Ben refused to dunk it.
I didn't have fun with Doc.
I didn't have fun with Doc. I didn't have fun with James Harden, even though that was a pretty good team. I mean, really, it was. But that season with Doc it was leading up to be fun. If they could just beat the freaking Hawks, they would have been in the Eastern Conference Final. That team had too much talent on it.
What year did they finish with the top seed? That was fun, obviously.
That was fun.
Was that 20? Was that the year they went 54 and 28, 54 and 22, 23? Was that the year? I should know. I'm sorry.
22-23?
Was that the year that they finished first overall? I could be way off on that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even remember
Yeah.
that.
I again, in the totality of it.
No, they were first. They won the division in 2020 and 2021.
And we didn't hang a banner for that?
No.
Do they still have divisions?
No, the only banner we hung was the MVP banner of
What are the NBA divisions? That's a great. It's the Campbell, the Atlanta. No, I kid.
lost Eastern Conference semis, lost Eastern Conference semis, lost first round, lost semis, lost semis, lost semis, lost first round, lost semis. Sorry, that sucks. That sucks. And that's coming after you had 19 wins, 18 wins, 10 wins, and 58 wins. That was the payoff. The year they won 28 games and Embiid started playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome because it was the buildup. When you got Ben Simmons, that was awesome. That was awesome. And that's why the process to do it was worth it because I enjoyed those times. Ultimately, it was a failure. All right, we've thrown a lot of stuff at the people early on. 610-632-0975. But let's focus on it. Is the process officially over? Is it dead, or do you have to wait until Embiid is gone? Process is over. Was it a success, and would you do it all over again? Sean would not do it over again.
No,
Okay.
I would not.
I think more people than not will say that. As
Really?
well. Yeah, I do. 610-632-0975. That's the phone line. That's the Davis Honda text line. Leave your name and location. And that is the voice memo on the Davis Honda text line. Send us the voice memo. We'll play them for you. 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Intelligent and honest conversation for your drive home.
Everybody's like, go get Mike Trout. Go get this guy. Go get that guy. Go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
Yep.
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller's still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Brace the worm. He's in for Ray. Ray returns tomorrow. We're going to be live at Parks. If you just heard before we came back, Soccer Fest, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. back at Parks and Parks Casino in Ben Salem, the Bet Park Sportsbook.
You got the bug? You World Cup'd up yet?
No.
No? Still no?
I'm watching it. I mean, I don't know. I'm watching it.
Yeah, but are you cupped up? You would know if you're cupped up. Are you cupped up?
No.
Okay.
Well, I haven't been down there for any of it, which I think helps me not be cupped up.
It's knockout. It's not knockout either. It's group stage.
Well, let's see another unit. I mean, really, for me, it's the United States, and if they keep winning, I'll be more interested.
Oh man, let me tell you about France and the Scots and.
No, I know, and it was disappointing. Iraq lost last night. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Disappointed. I'm a big fan of the Iraq national team.
Team USA Thursday night, 10 p.m. A little late, doesn't mean much, and then the next game will be July 1st. I don't know the time. I sent it yesterday. Did I have a time on it? Got a couple day games as far as the knockout.
Is it 3?
Is it 3?
I don't know. You sent it yesterday. There were a bunch of afternoon games.
So July 1 is the first game at the knockouts, the round of 32 that will feature USA.
8 p.m.
Okay, so that's great. And July 1, I apologize, is what, a Tuesday?
Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday.
Wednesday, July 1st, 8 p.m. Round of 16, 8 p.m. July 6th. And then if they make the quarters, 3 p.m. on Friday.
Setting up nice.
That's in Inglewood.
Always up to no good.
Always up to no good.
You
All
know,
right.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
Cupped up.
So the worm, Sean Robin is putting on the Fanatic Twitter account. And it's saying, we've declared the process officially dead. And you can argue whether you think the process is dead or not. But the bigger picture is, was it worth it? Because it wasn't a success. I would love to hear somebody argue that it was a success. It wasn't a success. But would you do it all over again? And here's why I would. I still think it was the right thing to do at the time. Would I do it again? Well, you can't do it again. The NBA's made sure with the rules for tanking, they can't do it again. And that's not because of the Sixers. That's because everybody else and what they've done in recent years. It's kind of went over the line with how bad they're trying to lose games. It's one thing to compile a crappy roster where you can't win. It's another thing during games where you're taking your players out because you're starting to win and putting in bad players to ensure you lose. That's an integrity issue. Right? You can't do that during the game where you're essentially saying, oh, my God, we're winning. Let's get our good players out.
Which happened a lot this year.
A lot. That's bad.
Good. A third of the league was actively tanking and really showing you that they did not care. Like you said, fourth quarter, winning. Let me pull the starting five up in Utah.
Well, it's what Doug did in that game against Washington where he took Jalen out. He's like, oh, my God, hold on. We might win this game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the ultimatum was you can't win this game because it changes the draft. They got Devontae Smith because of that.
Oh, yeah. They did it right.
They did it. They're absolutely right. But
you look at what the Giants do every single year, and it's proven. You saw that stat. They end up screwing up their draft pick in the final 2 games of the regular season. Makes no sense.
So I'm okay with them losing, and then because they had a shot, they just didn't ultimately get it. And I can't just make this about, because if we made it about would you do the process all over again, if we made it about the ultimate whether they won or not, then there's no argument, right? Because if they didn't win a title, then there's nobody that's going to say it's worth it. I said that it was worth it just because I think it was the right thing to do, and I would do it all over again. So would you do it all over again? So you wouldn't do it all over again?
Hell no. And I'm emphatic about it. Don't ask me to spell it, but I am. I'm that. All right? What I would tell you is this. And Rodman, I see you. Look at him getting all perched up over in his chair. He wants to tell me that he would do it all over again, and that's fine. I'm here to tell you that it bred an environment of losing, the culture, which is now more important than ever in sports. Would you say? Would you agree with me on that, Worm?
Yes, I agree with you on that.
Well, then what does losing on purpose do to the culture? I'll give you a hint. Nothing positive. It just breeds losing. It breeds losers. These players, you heard Robert Covington talk about it, all the hoops that they jumped through for 3 straight seasons. It was terrible. And just think about it. As a Sixers diehard, I sat back and had to take it. What did it produce? I know, that's the ultimate trump card that I don't want to pull because at the end of the day, it is about a championship for the process, but that's not all it is to me. To me as a fan, I want to enjoy. I want to believe. I want to be, thrilled with competition out there. There's zero competition when you're losing on purpose. No. Hell no. Is that clear? I would never do tanking. Ever, 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 ever again.
Well, now you can't, luckily.
It's true.
But Sean Rodman, the Worm, he would do it. You have to explain why you would do it all over again.
I would do it all over again because it has worked. It just hasn't worked in Philadelphia. It worked in Oklahoma City. They traded away their big pieces. They got extra picks.
Yeah.
They acquired assets. They had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then they drafted everybody else pretty much on that team. They drafted Williams. They drafted Chet. They drafted a bunch of different guys on that team that's even our role players as well. And then they traded for some of the guys that we've seen in Philadelphia, Isaiah Joe. And, I know they just traded Wiggins, who wasn't here, but him as well. And Jared McCain. I know that's a soft spot for everybody, but they are considered as a potential dynasty now.
And
they still have many, many picks to go.
You know what they did? They did a good job other than just getting the picks and getting the players with the picks. They made really good moves.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was their number one. They traded for SGA.
Right.
Now, in Rodman's point, I will give him credit on that because you're right. It is the constant movement of tanking. It's not just getting those draft picks. It's about, okay, now realizing that this is the time to go for it and make a move for a guy like SGA. I agree with that. But, the Sixers didn't get it right. And that's all I care about right here, right now, is this damn franchise. And we got nothing but losers in there. Literally, we do. I sound like Mad Mike. I sound like Howard Eskin right now. But they were right.
True.
They were right. We got nothing. Honestly, I love the Sixers, but in the grand scheme of things, what, Joel Embiid? That was it?
That was
MVP
it.
player?
No, honestly, maybe this is where you get the line of people where they're like, hang on, that's where you cross the line. I'd like to take that the trust the process. I'd like you to get like a poster board or something. I want to light it on fire.
Let's do it.
That's how much I hate trust the process.
Okay.
And I'm saying that I would do it all over again because I thought it was the right move, but that's how much I hate it.
So you technically subscribe to TTP, but you hate TTP.
No, I just like I wish it was called something else. It's just the trust the process thing. I would like to light it on fire because that's what I think of the era. And just like utter disappointment. It has not been fun being a 76er fan. I was just looking at the Pro Basketball Reference of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay.
And this is going back to their second year in Oklahoma City, 2009, 2010. Let me give you the win totals for regular season. Now, keep in mind, as 76er fans, all right, the friggin' 40-year glut, 40-plus year glut, forget about winning a title. They've been to one Eastern Conference final.
Mm-hmm.
One?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Oklahoma City, 50 wins. It's just regular season.
In 09, they had everybody. They had
Russ,
Durant, Jeff Green, Serge Ibaka.
hell of a team.
Yeah, really good team.
And they didn't win a final,
Harden.
but they went to a Western Conference final, a Western Conference final, a Western Conference final. That team never got over the hump, which must have been extremely disappointing. But even so,
Did get to a championship, though.
they got to one final,
Yep.
and they lost in 3 conference finals.
Probably to what? Golden State a number of times, too?
Probably.
Remember Steph with the bang from way downtown, like literally?
Regular season wins. All right, 50, 55, 47, 60, 59, 45, 55,
Sheesh.
47, 48, 49, 44. For 2 years, they were bad. 22 wins, 24 wins. And then they won 40, 57, 68, and 64.
Wow.
You want to do the same thing with the 76ers? I mean, Jesus, man.
That's incredible.
Same year, 76ers. 27, 41, 35, 34, 19, 18, 10, 28. Then you have a nice 52, 51, 43, 49, 51, 54, 47, 24, 45. And then you look at what they've done. They haven't made it past the Eastern Conference semifinals. It leaves such a bad taste in my mouth. You know what? No, I'm changing my opinion now on the fly. No, I wish they didn't do the process because I hate it so much. See, I mean, seriously, who looks at the process as being like, no, it was a success?
Oh, there are plenty. Sorry, there are plenty.
Rodman?
I'm not here to say that the Sixers process was a success.
Forget it, then that's it, because it wasn't. So you think it was a failure?
Yeah, they didn't come out with the championship. They didn't even make a conference final.
Okay, then that's how I feel. Failure?
Yes.
Okay.
What was the big difference, though, in your mind, Robin, that from the OKC standpoint that you are so gung-ho for, that you said that worked, ultimately it did, right? They won a championship, you're right, versus what the Sixers did.
Well, you didn't have players giving up on layups underneath the basket in 2021 was one.
Yep.
I would say that some of the makeup and the mentality of the players that you were kind of getting at, Sean. The guys that the Sixers brought in, you had Ben Simmons, who doesn't even care about basketball anymore. He's fishing now.
He's pretty good fisher.
Sure, he could be. I have no idea, but
Won a championship.
no, good for him. I'm glad to
This is
see
his
the
first
process worked. I switched my mind. The process worked.
Did they
Ben
have a
Simmons won
process? Did they have a process with his world fishing team?
Good grief.
he was the process.
But you're right. You're right. That's what it comes down to, because I will always stand on the hill of Ben Simmons is the reason why this team never got over the hump. Because if Ben Simmons continued on that path of what he was in the beginning, I think this team could have very well won a championship.
And
But he was the one that folded.
There's a lot of other moves within there that they did not make.
All right, bigger problem with the process, Embiid and the injuries, or Ben Simmons turning into.
That is a
That's
really
what I'm saying.
good question.
We're throwing a lot of stuff out here with it.
That's a great question. That's a good debate. I would sit here. It's hard not to say Joel.
But it's hard not to say Ben.
I've always said Ben.
He was supposed to be LeBron light, and he looked like he was going to be not LeBron light, but you know what I mean.
Colin Cowherd. Hey, LeBron, we got this.
It's an all-time
Ben
bad.
Simmons is here.
It's an all-time bad
It's
take.
number one take of all time. Yes, I'm going to put it on Ben Simmons' back. I am, because if he was, and we continue to move the goalposts, we continue to lower the expectations with Ben Simmons, and it was just like, dude, you don't have to shoot. We don't need you to shoot. Just dribble. Just drive.
I'm sure Sean Bernard was he's an all-elite defender. The rebounds and the assists. I don't care if he shoots.
It's a good question for Sean Bernard, because I don't know where he stands, but I'm with you. I think if he penned me down, I think Sean Bernard's pro process.
All right, well, Sean Bernard of the DraftKings Network is going to be very busy tonight with the NBA draft.
They called him in. We're still going to get him. He's going to pop on. I know that.
All right. He's calling to defend the honor of the process. Hi, Sean.
That's right, and I will clear my name that I was never a Ben Simmons guy, but I was very much a process guy. And what my case would be here is I can't get past, of course they didn't win a championship. Of course they haven't been past the second round. But conceptually, this was absolutely a success. Execution-wise is where they blew it, and I would do it all over again today.
Did you enjoy the process?
I did enjoy the process, but it isn't always about the destination. It's about the journey, man. And there was hope in a way that I can't really remember in a lot of like fandoms for any sport or any team, to be honest, that there was this grand vision that we were constantly chasing. And we look at the why for why they didn't reach it. It's the Colangelos front and center is the reason. They had an embarrassment of riches when it's talking about asset accumulation, all the draft picks, all the young talent that they did have, and they found a way to blow all of that. Like, they were in one of the best spots of any franchise has been. They just ruined it.
All right, so he's a product of the process. You and how soft you are with the 76ers, Sean Bernard, you're a product of the process. Literally, you were birthed by the process. You're a Sixer fan that were birthed by the process. It's unbelievable.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong in the standpoint of I remember watching every single game when Michael Carter Williams was their best player. Like, I was all in on the team then. And, like, I still stand by it. This was the right mindset. Like, they were trapped in such purgatory that something had to be done. And if you hired a general manager that was more interested in negotiating with other teams for trades than ripping his own players on burner accounts wearing obnoxious collars, we probably got a different story for this entire era of Sixers basketball.
Is it over, though? Do you declare it over, even though Joel's still on the team?
I do declare it over. I think the process era is done. I still don't think Joel's going anywhere, that I think he's sticking around with this. But I also think this is like, there's like a launching point. Like, we're not headed back to like the dregs of basketball the way they were right there. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe are really good. And they can get a really good guy at number 22. That is this vision of the future that I'm still encouraged by where the team's trending.
Bigger disappointment in the process, Ben or Joel?
It's definitely Ben. I think it's Ben by a mile. That, like, Joel, we can at least cling to. He's been an MVP. He's been a top-tier talent in this league. Ben Simmons has underwhelmed even the most legitimate, or even the lowest of expectations. Think about this team drafted 2 number 1 overall picks who are both out of the league before they're 30 and both could not shoot three-pointers for one reason or another. But Ben Simmons is supposed to be the guy. When you look at, like, the success that the Celtics have had with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown being the guys, I look at that as that's supposed to be what happened in Philadelphia, man. Like, Ben Simmons was supposed to be the right-hand guy to Joel Embiid, and he's the guy who left it open or fell short of that, all for what was between his ears.
Yep.
That one stings, and it's the reality. He's right about that. Yeah, it's tough to sit here and say it's Joel Embiid because of the injuries, but everything was there for Ben Simmons. And, of course, oh, by the way, Markelle Fultz, 2 number 1 picks that did nothing for you. Unbelievable. And
Hard to do.
That was the grand plan of tanking. That was the grand plan of this scheme. And I want to push back. I want to push back because, yes, I know I was there, the Doug Collins era. I was there when they beat the Chicago Bulls and then rolled on to the Boston Celtics and lost in 7 games. I had fun, though. I had fun.
Well, for starters, they only beat the Bulls because Derrick Rose.
It doesn't matter. Right, it doesn't matter. They got just as far as every one of these teams with the process. Every one of those teams with Joel Embiid, at the end of the day, they reached the same spot.
I mean, that was a Bulls team that might have won the finals that year if Derrick Rose doesn't tear his ACL. Like, that was a lucky break that they got. We haven't got a lot of those during this era, the process era, if you want to label it that. But we talk about, like, a team building out. There was at least, like, a game plan, a clear path. And I appreciated that. I'm fine with the way that it went. They just fell short on, like, the execution of things. It's unreal that Ben Simmons, like, refused to play basketball. The objectively most fun part of the sport is shooting the ball, and he refused to do that right there. This all circles back to Ben Simmons.
Why do you think he refused? I'm just curious.
I think he wasn't wired. That I think this was a dude that was pretty pampered his entire life, and he never had kind of that competitive drive. And the more that pressure rose, the more kind of scared that he became of it. Like, I think it's all between the ears is what went wrong with him.
Sure.
The dude was never had the mental fortitude.
Yeah, I was just wondering where you're going to come in because I was on an island a lot of that time because I was like, you think he wants to fail in front of the world? Do you think that he legitimately just doesn't want to shoot because he's hard-headed, or does he have a mental freaking block to where he's scared to shoot? When it was Washington during that playoff series, they started the hack-a-ben.
Yeah,
and he was cooked because from that point on he didn't want to handle the ball, which was a problem as a point guard.
And obviously, like, the three-pointers would have made him a Hall of Fame level player if he was just average at that. But where his career fell apart was the free throw line. The second that he wasn't driving and attacking the basket and then that was taken out of his game, he just became a shell of himself and a nothing. And it became completely clear in that Hawks series right there. That dunk or the passed-up dunk will always be the moment that encapsulates it. But that was, like, such a downward trajectory that they were already on leading up to that moment.
Ben Simmons currently right now is in the Red Sea. No, I couldn't pick the Red Sea out of the globe if you gave me 10 opportunities.
Sean's a Dead Sea fan.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the Red
and he
Sea.
literally is fishing right now as we speak. 37 minutes ago, popped it. Oh, it looks like he's having a good time. I'm sure he's got a lot of money in that account.
You know what? Good for him. I hope he's enjoying it.
I'm
going
to DM him, see if he'll join us from the Red
Do
Sea.
you hold like? Are you angry
Me?
with Ben Simmons?
Oh, I hate him.
Really?
Oh, I can't stomach the most despised Philadelphia sports
Yeah,
athlete in the history, and no one will ever top him.
So I may dislike Embiid more than Simmons.
Wow. No. Embiid went out there and
Maybe,
gave it.
yeah, maybe that's not fair.
Yeah, Ben, I can't
all right.
stomach.
So, Sean, tonight you're going to pop on with us during the draft special on YouTube. Follow 97.5 The Fanatic on YouTube. Sean and I will be live with Sam and with Sean. Yes, Sean?
I do want to say,
I will.
Sean, today is
I
prime.
will be bouncing back and forth
Well,
a little bit. I did get the call up for DraftKings Network to do some live blogging there, but I'm going to do my best to pop in as much as I can.
Today is Prime Day, John.
I know that.
Sean's getting married on Saturday.
Really? It's Saturday.
Yeah, so
Sure.
Sean, $25 and below, I'll buy you
You buying him a $25?
anything you want on Prime. I got you.
Send him the link.
Yeah, send me the link. I got you hooked up. Nah, man, you go ahead and send us that list. You and the lady cooked up for anything like along those lines, and we'll take care of you over here. Congratulations.
All right, I appreciate that.
It's Prime Day. We'll
All right,
take
buddy.
advantage of that.
We'll talk to you tonight.
Sounds good. I'll catch you, fellas.
All right, there is Sean Bernard.
I need a Roomba.
See, I don't. What the vacuum?
Yeah, you got one of those?
I do.
You do?
We don't use it anymore. We used it for
Now tell me, did it work?
so it doesn't vacuum deeply enough. If people that don't know, it's the robot vacuum. We had a Shark. You know what's really good for? It's good to like get surface level stuff
Yeah.
as long as it doesn't jam. So if like I have 3 little girls at home, so hair ties are always laying. So it's like you have to go through and you have to make sure everybody's up off the carpet. Then you'll get like a notification on your phone being like, "Oh, the Shark." We call him Sparky. Sparky's under the bed, all messed up. And then I'm performing CPR on Sparky to get it to work. But it gets under the beds, which is very good.
No one gets underneath the bed. Yeah,
No one does. So it's good for that, and it's cool how it works. But you definitely need to vacuum with a real vacuum.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that,
See,
it doesn't get deep.
You don't have animals, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, I have a cat.
Oh.
So we have cat hair.
Oh.
What do you want? Come on, cats are clean, dude.
Oh,
Don't give me that face.
Just the smell of a cat.
Cats are clean.
Are you a cat guy? Robin's a cat
No,
guy.
no.
No?
Dogs.
I'm a cat guy.
Always grew up with dogs, no cats.
Yeah.
Ray looks like a cat guy.
I don't know what Ray is. Give me Jamaica. Give me Jamaica. All right. There it is.
How about that?
Raymond, the final day.
Or does Ray have a hamster?
Is he coming home today or tomorrow?
He lands at 8 p.m.
Oh. All right. Yeah, man. It's Prime Day, baby. What
Yeah,
could I waste money on today? That's
Wish,
the question.
wish you told me that yesterday before I ordered a few things.
There you go.
All right, well there you go. I don't even remember what we were just saying.
The process.
The vacuum. No, I recommend it.
Okay.
Because the price is it probably isn't bad. What do they cost? $100?
Well, that's funny you asked.
A little bit
that.
more?
I actually cooked up for a little bit later in the show 5 items on Prime that I want to buy.
Okay, so we'll save it.
Yeah,
Love it. Love it.
Prime.
Love it. All right, so it's dead. We'll find out what people are talking about on the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Get your voice memos in. We have some Sixers draft voice memos on there. But what do you think? Are you declaring the process dead? I think everybody agrees that the process is dead. We'll find out. But also, like, I can't. I look so negatively on this era of 76ers basketball. And it's weird. I really don't I don't hate Ben Simmons. You know why I don't hate Ben Simmons? Because he became like he had no shot. Joel Embiid had every bit of talent, every reason to win it. Like, I must feel bad for Ben Simmons because he was so soft and because he mentally just wasn't there anymore. I think with Joel, I'm mad because if he just would have freaking been a better, more diligent about playing and taking care of himself and not doing what he wanted to do, they should have won. Joel Embiid not winning a title is crazy with the amount of talent he has. Anyway, Giannis traded. Woo! We'll discuss it. Not to the Celtics though. I went to bed, or the last time I looked online last night, he's going to the Celtics. I wake up this morning at 5:00. He's traded to the Heat. We'll discuss coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Oh, but first, hey, everybody. Sean Brace here for DraftKings Sportsbook. Listen up, especially here in Pennsylvania, or no matter where you're going this summer for a vacation, because DK is live in all 50 states. That's right, even us here in PA. Now, the whole world is watching one tournament right now. I get it. We're still dealing with that group stage chaos, inching closer towards the knockout drama that is fast approaching, as we just talked about with the round of 32. However, we did just bring up the fact that Giannis got traded. How about this on DraftKings Sportsbook? The Miami Heat went from 30-1 all the way to 18-1. Oh, well, about that, sports fans, as Ray would say.
How about that?
But with that being said, let's talk about the beautiful game of soccer. Today, we got two great matchups. I'm going to give you the play. Dembele scored again yesterday, John. That's 2 for 2. England and Colombia. If you go ahead and parlay both of them to come out on top, you get it around minus 120. Do yourself a favor and fire that on DraftKings. And if you're a new customer, make sure you use promo code Fanatic. That's FANATIC. Spend $5 to get 200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code Fanatic, and it's important because then they know you're listening to us right here on Middays with Marks. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Game of Proud. Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 21 plus. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. that number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting...
All right, it is draft day. Bad movie, but it's not in the NFL. NBA draft. Tonight, 8 p.m., the coverage is on the Fanatics YouTube page. John Marks, Sean Brace, Sam Ostry. You heard Sean Bernard. He's going to jump on. Possibly Joel Embiid's going to join us during the show. Sean?
Yeah, you never know.
Ben Simmons live from his boat in the Red Sea.
I did just DM him.
Okay.
Just
That'd be
to
awesome.
let him know that I was like, hey, we're talking about you if you want to relive your...
Do you remember the Ben days? He had the sister.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of the things that I got wrong about Ben Simmons was the whole deal that LSU did not make the tournament. I remember rolling my eyes at those conversations. Breakfast on Broad.
Me too.
I remember debating on Breakfast on Broad between him and Brandon Ingram. And that was a talking point that people would go to. I think it's Barrett. Oh, he didn't make the tournament. I'm like, who cares? You know what? That should have been a red flag.
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, sure. Looking at it now, yeah, absolutely.
It was a red flag for him. Yep. Yeah, because then you look at what took place with Rutgers, where they had Harper last year,
Just thought the same thing.
Ace Bailey, and it's like, was that a red flag?
But Harper, with a good organization, he's fine.
I think that's where you got to connect the dots. Not where you think you have to, right? Like, what type of organization are you bringing this guy into?
Who was leading it?
Correct. And the Sixers handed the keys over to two guys that didn't play in the first two bleeping years of their career. Oh, no, you could sit down. And, oh, by the way, we're going to lose on purpose. We're going to bring people in, just fleece the system, and created this losing culture, this losing environment. And it's still biting us to this day. Still is.
Yep, it sure is. All right, so trade happens overnight. I last time I looked at my phone, it was still, looks like he's going to the Celtics. We talked about it yesterday. It's like they draft picks, Jaylen Brown. How do you not do it? And then I wake up and I see that like midnight last night, whatever time it was, 11 o'clock, Shams has the trades going down to the Heat. Tyler Hero, 3 former first-round draft picks in the last 3 drafts, I believe. A pick in tonight's draft, a pick in 31 and 33, a second-round pick swaps, etc.
A whole lot.
33. That could end up being a top pick. It could it's just they're valuable because you don't know what it's going to be. What do you think? I honestly here's my opinion that Milwaukee got a lot of value back for Giannis, considering Hero's a good player, but they have a bunch of they got a bunch of first-round draft picks that are young that have been pretty good so far as pros.
Yeah, I like Where's a stud. He can fill it up from outside. He improved so much from his rookie season. He was a 15 pick from Indiana 2 years ago. So I do like him. We know what Tyler Hero is all about. Jaime Jaquez, he's proven himself to be a decent pro player. I didn't really think that he would have too much of a career, but he's proved me wrong to a point. I just think look, at the end of the day, where is Milwaukee right now? And this tells you all you need to know is that they are going to stockpile up what they need as far as assets and picks for that next iteration, whether it is next year or the year after. They're going to build, and that's where they're at this point in time of franchise. They had a great run with Giannis. He brought him a championship. Probably should have happened already, maybe last year. But this is a hell of a haul. So if you were to compare some deals that they passed on to what they just got, I would be really curious to see if they passed up of something more significant. Because this, as you just pointed out, is a haul, John.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown probably makes you a playoff team, but does it really make you a true contender? Probably not.
Correct.
And then you got to build around them. And here's the other thing. I was listening to Boston radio this morning. Jaylen Brown's a free agent after next year. Or is it he has 2 more years left on his contract?
I thought it was 1 because that was what Haslam said. Haslam was like,
worried about him leaving.
Correct.
You trade Giannis and he leaves after a year, or he's unhappy and you're going through this whole freaking thing again.
Yep.
At least now you have young players that you can trade if you don't want to keep after a year or so. They're not making a lot of money. So you can really you can design your team from this. You need your best player. Certainly. Tyler Hero can't be your best player and you're going to be fine. But could they be a playoff team this year? Yeah. They could be a playing team this year.
I love the fact that they keep flashing the Wisconsin native Tyler Hero. Like, Tyler Hero going home. I'm just cracking up over that. He's a piece that you could move eventually. You think about a team next year that says, you know what, we're right on that line. You can move Tyler Hero again. I don't know what his contract is, but you probably get something really significant in return if you're the Milwaukee Bucks next year at the trade deadline for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, so Jaylen Brown is under contract for 3 more years.
Okay.
So
the article I read was Haslam was worried after 1 year that Brown would want out.
I mean, so he's making the big money. He's making over $60 million in years 2 and 3 of that.
Yeah.
But it's like you can see why he would. And by the way, Jimmy Haslam's a terrible owner. The Browns have been bad forever.
Yes, he is.
So it's not like I would feel good as a Bucks fan. But it's logical. It's logical that you would do that trade over taking Jaylen Brown if you don't think you're ready to win right now. By the time you're ready to win, he might say, "I don't want to be in Milwaukee anymore." I don't know. I mean, the Celtics are moving on from him. He's going to get traded.
I agree. I believe so.
He can't come back. I mean, they've made the decision. They're breaking up Tatum and Brown. That's pretty clear. You can't come back from this. As much as he yaps on social media and on Twitch and on his podcast, man, this will be nothing but a problem.
Sure, I agree. But at the same time, I think they're in the business of are we the best team? And I think they can move past it. They're the Boston Celtics, right? Not everything is hunky-dory up there. They deal with nonsense from time to time. All they care about is winning. And if Jaylen Brown is the best player, and if you can't get anything of significance in return that's going to improve a win-now team, I don't know if they move off of Jaylen Brown. I'm with you, though. I think Jaylen Brown has really dug a pretty big hole, and I would see that he would be moved this offseason. And I know you don't want to hear it, but Mike Gansey and Bob Myers, if you're listening, just don't tell John I said this. Trade for Jaylen Brown.
Well, no, yeah, I was thinking about it this morning.
Trade.
So it's like, you got to make a call. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, hey, I got a 2nd-round pick. I got 22 this year. Does that do it?
No, Rodman. I'm not trading VJ, and I'm not trading Tyrese, all right?
I'm just making sure where we're at.
Okay.
Uncle Jamie's reporting that the Celtics didn't want to pull the trigger on a trade, even though the situation between Brown and Tatum is not great. He obviously heard that somewhere this morning. Okay, is that damage control by the Celtics? Like, no, we didn't really want to trade him. Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay, I got it. They talked about it. Oh, yeah, they had conversations, but ultimately they decided not to do it. I can totally see that spin. Because you know what? They may not have somewhere else to trade him right now. I don't know, man.
That.
All right, coming up, we're going to shift to the Eagles as Jeff Mosher is going to join us. And also, next segment, Fox came out with a quarterback wide receiver duo. Did Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith make the top 10? We'll take a look at that list. And Jeff's opinion on the Eagles paying Jalen Carter now. Is this something else? Is this more to worry about than just the contract negotiation that's going to get it done? Mosher's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
It's draft day. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. The Sixers hold the 22nd overall pick in tonight's first round of the NBA draft. Adam Aronson of Philly Voice joined Kincade and Salciunas yesterday, and here is one offensive-minded player he believes the Sixers could target.
From Texas named Galen Swain. He is, according to a lot of experts, the best sort of one-on-one scorer in this draft. 6'8", maybe even 6'9", sort of a guard-wing hybrid. Could get Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe off the ball a little bit more.
The NBA draft kicks off at 8 p.m. D-Line will get you ready with pre-draft coverage right here on the Fanatic starting at 6. Then at 8, join John Marks and Sean Brace. They'll be live on YouTube for all of your draft coverage. Phillies lost to the Nationals last night, but the bright side, Alan Ronhill went 5 innings, allowing 1 run after opener Tim Meza. The Phillies look to bounce back today with the Nationals. Jesus Luzardo gets the start for the Phillies, and Zach Littell for the Nationals. First pitch is at 6:45. This update's also brought to you by Mattress Firm. Need better rest? Let Mattress Firm's sleep experts match you with perfect bed at the July 4th sale. They make sleep easy. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
The San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, for, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out. They went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was rolling the. Some people interpreted it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all.
with Lamar.
It's changed. You're right.
But he's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what? Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot,
right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And then I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in. And I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl, period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won it. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh, my God, Justin Herbert. What a great quarterback. What a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air after he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it. Oh, yeah, Middays with Marks, draft day. 76ers drafting 22nd overall. Sean Brace, how about that? We'll be live on YouTube tonight at 8 p.m. Sean and I, Sam Ostry, who will give us the analysis on the picks. We'll talk about the Sixers. We'll talk about the draft leading up to their pick. So that's tonight on 97.5 The Fanatic's YouTube channel, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Sam is fired up. He's been filling up my text messages. He's ready to show off his big brain. And, look.
I thought you were going to say something.
No, definitely not. I look at where we're at, and I know for some people out there, 22 is a little bit down the board. But remember, Maxey was 21, right? And I think if you go back and you look at years past around that 2021, 22 mark, there's been good players selected. So,
well, no, the hell with that. They got to get at least a guy that can contribute on the team.
Agreed.
Period.
Yep.
Is it a starter? I hope so.
Well, this is where
is it a top guy off the bench? Okay.
This is where Gansey proved his worth in Cleveland, and that's one of the big reasons why he got this gig in Philly, is so he could take the reins on the draft. Well, night one, Mr. Gansey, let's do it. Hopefully, it's a little bit better than when he sat in. And, we got a no-hitter going. How about that, guys? Oh boy.
Top 10. Who knows? Maybe our buddy Gansey joins us.
Yeah, you never know. Be great. He's down
us
there. He'll be live. And this is an interesting time as far as the NBA as a whole, John. Like, we just had a superstar, a global superstar, just traded last night to the Miami Heat. And at the end of the day, it restarts things for Pat Riley. At 81 years old, my goodness, what a titan he is. But he runs the show down there, so that's exciting to see. And then, by the way, Jaylen Brown is getting moved. I'm going to believe what the experts are saying. Jaylen Brown's getting dealt.
Yeah. I actually like to trade more for the Bucks than the Heat. I just thought that Giannis doesn't win a title in Miami unless you bring in somebody that's almost – because Giannis is a great player, can't stay healthy. There's maybe Pat Riley doesn't allow a lot of the crap he was doing up in Milwaukee. He doesn't play that.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to.
All right, well, listen, we go to our next guest primarily for Eagles because he's an Eagles expert inside the Birds Philly voice, but he's also like Philadelphia sports dude. He can talk it all, and he writes about it all on Philly Voice. His name is Jeff Mosher. What's up, Mosh?
Yo, what's going on? I tell you, one of the most surreal moments in my entire sports writing or sports media career came on NBA first round draft night when I was at the station there, the Fanatic, because I did the draft night show at the Sixers facility with Devon. I can't believe how long ago it was, but the night that they drafted Mikal Bridges and then traded him. And that was the most surreal moment because it was so amazing. A local kid, a kid who was Devon related to.
Correct.
And then they go and trade him.
Remember his mom? His mom worked for the Sixers. She was like crying. She was so happy. And then they traded him for a guy that, what was it? He had an allergy or something, like a peanut allergy or something. Something happened with Zaire Smith.
Correct. Yeah, and he almost died.
Sixers first round picks that just had freakish things happen to him. Yeah.
Oh my God! All right, so we're gonna. Sean and I have declared the process dead. It's officially over, even though Embiid's still there. Do you agree that the process is over?
I kind of think it's been over. I mean, we are so far removed. I mean, I personally thought it was kind of over after Sam Hinkie wasn't welcomed back by the Sixers because you had a total different person or people in charge, and then we've gone through so many different iterations of decision makers. So yeah, I don't think that it even applies anymore.
Morey kind of brought it back for me because he's a process type guy, and he was trying to win with his own. Like Morey was dealt a hand of Embiid, and then he decided he was going to go with veteran players, and it hasn't worked out. But so Jeff, would you consider the process a success? And I guess the real question is, if you could do it all over again, would you still do the process? And don't look at the end result because it didn't end up with a championship.
Yeah,
so that's easy.
Listen, I've gone. I mean, we've done shows on this, right? For as like 2 years into the process, we were doing shows about it. I think that a lot of teams have tanked. I mean, it's not what they did itself was not unprecedented. It's the extreme length of it and how long and the total stripping of assets. And that's where I think, I think Sam Hinkie was not a great drafter. I think that hurt him. I think they had bad luck. So if you're asking me, do I think the Sixers, if they were ever in this position, should they tank like for a year or two, the way the Thunder did, the way the Spurs had to? Yeah. Like that's what, although now it's becoming tougher with the draft lottery.
If you could go back to 2015, what was the year when did it start? If you could go back, would you do it all over again? Because other teams have showed you don't need to do that and you can still win championships.
Right. I probably wouldn't because I listen, I understand that that's vacuum thinking. I wasn't a big fan of it. I was a person who tried to see both sides, but I felt like there were too many like worshiping at the altars of the idea without actually having an understanding of what it might look like or who was going to be leading the charge and how it was going to be applied. And then every time something went wrong, it was, well, you couldn't have predicted this. Well, you couldn't have predicted that. Oh, well, you could have predicted that people who didn't know what they were doing were going to botch this, especially with the Sixers and their ownership at the time. And not that it's gotten any better, but it's not like they had a history of great decision-making up front. So, I mean, you could have predicted that things were going to go wrong if you were being fair and objective about it.
All right. Jeff Mosher, inside. Let's get to the inside the birds, Jeff Mosher. And that's why we bring you on to be an Eagles expert. Do you believe the Eagles are hesitant to pay Jalen Carter?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that just based on some conversations I've been having over the last week with people around the league, people who know the Eagles, people who talk to other personnel folks around the league. And, from what I understand, there is I would call it a trepidation or a hesitation is the word you look for. But I don't want people to get to thinking like they don't want this guy or they don't value him. There's just a lot of factors involved that go. I know everybody says, well, they don't want him because of the baggage, the stuff at Georgia. No, I mean, there's also the injuries that he's dealt with. He only played 11 games last year. They're deep at his position. They have other guys on offense and defense, especially on defense, that they have to reward in the future. So I think I mentioned this with you guys last week. At some point in the next 12 months, they're going to have to make some unpopular decision, maybe even more than one, too, in order to pay guys who deserve to be paid. They're going to have to let some guys walk or trade guys for assets so they can help replenish. Could that one of those guys be Jalen Carter if things don't work out? It could be. I wouldn't handicap it here and say it's definite that he won't be back, though. I don't want people to think that. They obviously would like to have him.
Right. But like you said, and it may come down to, all right, he's a great player, but we can get a first and a second round draft pick for him. They pay Jordan Davis. If they want to keep Cooper DeJean, they're going to have to pay him. Quinyon Mitchell, they're going to have to pay him. And I think the bigger thing with Carter is they don't have to pay him yet. He may not be happy with that decision that the Eagles aren't paying him, but I think he's given the Eagles enough reason to say, hey, you're going to wait another year. He came in last year. He came in out of shape. I've heard Bill Colarulo told us on our show that he wasn't necessarily in the greatest shape this year when he came in. So if you don't have to pay him yet, you still control him. Now, Jeff, I don't think you can have him playing on a franchise and it may not be a problem, but they don't have to pay him yet. He comes out this year. He does what he's supposed to do. He shows that he's a wrecker again, and he can stay healthy. The Eagles are going to pay him, but that hasn't happened yet.
That's a good way to look at it, John. But the reason why the Eagles have been so successful in what they do is that they don't do that. They don't do the Cowboys thing of we're going to let you run it out to the end of your contract and make you prove every year. Because then if you do that, the guy's price tag goes up. In fact, I think that the Jeffrey Simmons contract may have helped the Eagles a little bit in that Simmons is the best defensive tackle in the game. That shouldn't offend anybody, even the Eagles fans. I know the concept of Jalen Carter is that he's supposed to be and could very well one day be. And when he's at his best, he shows you glimpses of it. But Jeffrey Simmons has proven for years now he's the best defensive tackle in the game. And he got what, like $35 million, right?
Yep.
And that's not that much more than, say, like I think Dexter Lawrence is around 30 to 31, Chris Jones 30 to 31. So if you're the Eagles, you're looking at Jalen Carter, and you don't have to pay him 36 to 40 million a year because he has not proven to be Jeffrey Simmons yet.
Right.
So in some respects, paying him now might get you the ability to have him locked in at the lower 30s before another DT signs and it gets to 38 to 40 to 42.
But I'm talking to Jeff Mosher inside the Birds. I'll bet you that if he would take 35 a year, they'd already do it. I'll bet you he's looking for more, and that's where the Eagles are saying, like, hang on a second. Like, all right, we love you and we want to bring you back. We're not resetting the market with $42 million or whatever he's asking for. Maybe this isn't like a true negotiation.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think both Simmons and Carter are represented by Drew Rosenhaus, so that also makes it pretty interesting. And it could very well be that the Eagles and Drew and the two D tackles involved, Jeff and Jalen, we're waiting for the Simmons contract to finally get done before they did something with Jalen Carter. Who knows?
We got Jeff Mosher from the Philly Voice joining us here, and it's a great week at the Philly Voice, John Marks. You know what it is? It's Dumpster Fire Week with the great Jimmy Kempski. Yeah, that's right. Already fired up the Dumpster Fire Week and kicked things off with the Cowboys. Gotta love that. Today, the Giants. I guess, hey, look, one positive we have is the fact that they had a wedding, and Devontae Smith invited Jalen Hurts, and they were out there cutting a rug and having some fun. So that's good. That's good. Maybe we'll get an article that they actually like their quarterback again. I kid. With that being said, have some fun with me on this one, Jimmy. If the Eagles were to be a dumpster, Jeff. If the Eagles were to be a dumpster fire, what would be the one reason? And I'm taking injuries off the board. Give me one reason, one issue right now that's maybe a little glaring to you that this team could potentially be a dumpster fire at the worst of the worst.
I love how you de-armed me.
Yeah, no injuries. No injuries.
Taking injuries off the board.
That's the easy answer.
That's an easy answer.
Yeah.
Your boy.
Yeah.
But what if that's a good answer? First of all, before I answer that, my favorite thing about the Jimmy Kempski Dumpster Fire series that he does for every single NFC East team for years now is that when he does the Eagles one, every year he gets emails. People are, how could you say this about? It's clearly stated in the top of each story that he does this. He just predicts worst case gloom and doom scenario for each team. It's equal. It's meant to be a roast, and yet people still don't get it. And the Eagles fans get so mad that he actually includes the Eagles in it. But I would say this: I think this defense is amazing. I was going to go with aging on the O line, but I guess you would throw that into injuries. I would just say if the offensive line does not play well, if this new blocking scheme, for whatever, they don't pick up on it well, it doesn't suit them, which I find that hard to believe. I'll give you a second one, though. I'll give you a better one, Sean. They may not be very explosive offensively, right? I mean, Devontae Smith is an explosive offensive player. He can beat somebody over the top of the defense. Who else will beat somebody over the top of the defense on this team?
Quez Watkins, is he still on the team?
Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Quez Watkins and Danny Gray are probably their two fastest wide receivers in 40 time, and you probably were like, "Who's Danny Gray?" Right?
Yeah.
But those guys aren't going to make the 53 most likely. But I do wonder without AJ Brown, and as they replace him with different players instead of an A to A, apples to apples player, does this team have enough explosive passing weapons to make this offense be able to generate 24 to 30 points a game?
Good answer.
Yeah.
I think the first one was even better. The offensive line.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if Landon Dickerson can't stay healthy and he's banged up, if Cam Jurgens can't stay healthy and he's banged up, Mailata played, but he was banged up last year.
And that goes to health. You're right. So I did take that off the board. But even if they're healthy, are they going to reach their potential? Right? Like, this offensive line has to be great. It has to be great.
Lane, but I don't think you can even talk about the offensive line without health. Lane, is he going to be in and
It's
out,
fair.
in and out? And that's, Jeff, the Eagles are successful when their lines are their best units on their team. Won 2 Super Bowls when their offensive line and defensive line were the strength of their team. Yeah, and that's their philosophy. So what they did with Saquon, 2,000 yards, I mean, that you can't do that every year. So, yeah, the only way they're going to win is if their offensive line is the strength of their team, for sure.
Remember, Nick Sirianni has 2 basic tenets that he speaks about all the time. We want to win the turnover battle, which the Eagles typically do all the time, and we want to win the explosives, which the Eagles did not do a great job of last year of winning the explosive battles against their opponents. Now, in some games they did, but they also had a really great defense to help them out there, so they didn't need as many. But they took a dip last year in explosives.
All right. You're the best. Jeff Mosher, read him, Inside the Birds, the podcast, and everything else he has going on in Philly Voice. Most great to talk to you, buddy. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Have a great night tonight.
There he is, Jeff Mosher. Hoo-ah.
I've been on the grind the past week and a half. I've been out and about, so I'm leading the charge in explosives this week.
We all fertilize.
Yeah, there you go.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Hey, look, man. This is what I wanted, John. I said we got a big year, 2026. I want to be all over the place.
You are. Look at you.
Let's go. And we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
All-Star game.
Going to be fun.
Dude, we got to do something. Like,
home run derby?
Isn't the All-Star game, home run derby, doesn't it, does it make you feel like a kid again? It does for me.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it does, sure.
It
takes you back to your childhood.
It's the one event that still hits me and gets me deep in my plums. And it's like, you know what, man? Let's bring Berman back.
You know what? I could go Berman doing it one more time. As annoying as it became after a while.
Be careful what you wish for, Philadelphia. Andy Reid. Be careful what you wish for. The grass isn't greener on the other side.
I had Shefty tell me they're gonna make a statue of Andy Reid in Philadelphia, and I had to be the one that say no, they're not. What are you talking about? And he got all mad at me. Tony got all mad at me. Yep.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Andy Reid left, and Adam Schefter said or wrote whatever it was, I don't remember, but he wrote that Philadelphia's gonna. He kind of wagged his finger at Philadelphia fans, and
I don't know.
And I don't want to say criticize the organization, but it was like, really, you're going to get rid of Andy Reid? It was the Chris Berman, be careful what you wish for. And then he said they're going to make a statue of Andy Reid. Like, they're going to put up a statue of Andy Reid.
I don't know.
And so I was like, no, they're not. So I go on the air. I'm like, no, they're not. That's ridiculous. What are we talking about? A statue? And I was working with Tony Bruno at the time, and he was buddies with Shefty because, Tony's buddies with everybody.
Yeah.
So Shefty comes on. And I wasn't even a dick about it. I just had to bring it up. If we talked about, it wasn't just that I talked about it. It became a topic. Like, it's a perfect dumb sports radio topic.
Sure.
Does he deserve a statue? And everybody's mad that he said it. So of course I have to be the one that brings it up. Tony's not going to say it.
No.
So I brought it up, being firm, but also not being a jerk. And he got so mad. Shefty got so defensive and mad. And then of course I have to be like, but Shefty, he went to one Super Bowl and they lost. Is that really statue worthy? I'm like, in my opinion, it's not, because Doc had a statue, Mike Schmidt had a statue. Sorry, Andy Reid's not in that same class. And then Schefter got mad, and then the interview was over.
I don't know.
Tony and I yelled at each other on the air for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and finally I was just like, just send it to break.
No way.
I was so mad because Tony was saying, well, he'll never be able to get him on again.
Oh, come on.
And I'm like, then screw him.
Yeah.
That's a fair. It's fair, and it's something I had to ask. It's ridiculous.
Nothing ever that serious when we're talking about sports that you shouldn't want to come back on here. If you're going to put your name on something, then back it up.
I didn't Skip Bayless Google me where I was where I torpedoed him or anything like that. I had to bring it up. I had no problem bringing it up, and I wanted to argue with him.
I don't even know who you are. Who are you again? I just woke up.
Skip, yeah.
I just woke up.
Who are you again? And then Mike goes, "You could bring me a cold pizza because it wasn't even first take yet."
Yeah, cold pizza, baby.
And Skip responded back, "You're not worthy."
Oh, Skip.
What an
That is
interview
awesome.
that was. Do you remember?
Google it.
Do you remember what it was about? Do you remember what we were talking about before Skip? Skip and Mike Miss got into this huge brawl in the air back in 2010.
Jeez, yeah.
While waiting for Skip to get on the line, because Skip was coming on the air because it was something with Skip had ripped Philadelphia and called it dangerous because there was going to be a game at the Vet or it was going to be a game and he said don't go because the Eagles fans will like bite you and
Something along those lines.
And Mike was mad. So he comes on. We're talking about trading for Anquan Bolden.
Nice.
Or signing him or something.
Yeah.
And Skip comes on. He's like, yeah, I think they should get Anquan Bolden. And then Mike goes, yeah, maybe we'll get to that a little later, Skip.
Yeah.
And then he went right after him.
Kick in the door. Let's go.
I didn't do that to Schefter.
No.
I was just trying to ask a simple question.
And Skip was what? Napping, if I remember correctly.
He was asleep, and he set his alarm and called in. So he wasn't prepared. For Mike saying Google me too.
Good times back in the day. Good times.
All right, top 10 quarterback wide receiver duo. Does Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith make the list?
This is according to what outlet?
This is Fox Sports.
Ooh.
And I got it. I was just Googling it because I think their CBS also has one too. Top 10. Let me see. So I want you to think on it.
Okay.
Do you believe just asking the question that they make it, that they have a top 10? Everybody can probably realize that they don't, right? And they don't. It's more about who's ahead of them than anything else. Where would they be on the list if they don't make the top 10? Because they could make the top 10. I may not be leading you into something here.
Could, but I'm betting against that right now. That they're not in the top 10.
Do they deserve to be, though?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You are the president of
That's right.
Club Hurts.
Club Hurts.
Can you say? All right, so no, I don't even know if I can use the CBS Sports one. It's that bad. I don't know. But the Fox one, which has more credibility, do they make it? 610-632-0975. The question is, do you believe that they should make it? 610-632-0975. It's list season, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
We love the listicles.
It's time.
That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The first big day for Mike Gansey. I'm Sean Rodman, and Gansey and the Sixers hold the 22nd overall pick in tonight's first round of the NBA draft. It'll be the first time we'll see how Gansey can add to the Sixers roster. Adam Aronson of Philly Voice joined Kincade and Salciunas yesterday and mentioned a defensive-minded player the Sixers could target.
Alan Graves, who played at Santa Clara, he put up some just ridiculous defensive numbers, like historic combination of steal rate and block rate. He's also a great rebounder.
The NBA draft kicks off at 8 p.m. D-Line will get you ready for pre-draft coverage right here on The Fanatic starting at 6. Then at 8, John Marks and Sean Brace will be live on YouTube for all your live draft coverage. Phillies look to bounce back against the Nationals today after losing Game 1 of the series. It's Luzardo gets a start for the Phillies and Zach Littell for the Nationals. The NHL draft begins on Friday. Flyers hold the 21st overall pick in this year's draft. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been traded to the Miami Heat prior to today's draft today as well. And in case you missed Inside the Birds, Jeff Mosher, you can listen to that later, podcasted on 97.5thefanatic.com. And on Patterson's Bob Cooney joins us at 1 p.m. on the Sixers draft. This update's brought to you by Bet Online. One tournament and the world stops here as this one's on home soil and it's yours. Your call, your action, live lines, and no limits. It's your year for the biggest soccer tournament. Bet Online has all the action you need. Bet Online at Bet Online. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
You know the saying up the creek
Without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team. So you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the 2 most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans.
Coming up at 8 o'clock tonight, if you're into the NBA draft coverage and Sixers talk, and NBA talk, Giannis traded to the Heat. Get excited! 8 o'clock tonight on YouTube. Myself, Sean Brace, Sam Ostry will be our draft analyst. Sean Bernard's going to pop on. Some other hosts on the station, get some reaction.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's 8 o'clock tonight, 97.5 The Fanatic YouTube page. Subscribe and join us live. And, Sean, if you don't get to see it live, go back and watch them whenever. That's
How
the
about
whole
that?
beauty of YouTube. So, and we'll go up until the Sixers pick and then react, and then we'll probably say see ya.
Yep.
When are they going to pick? Do like 2 hours? Because there's not a lot of time in between picks.
The NFL draft, I remember, was cruising by.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be sooner than later because you would think like, oh, yeah, one round's going to be on forever. I don't think that's going to be the case.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's tonight. But right now, Sean Brace, the top 10 quarterback wide receiver duos. We're officially in list season. Sean Brace, hit it there. Worm.
The Worm.
All right. Who do you think number one is? Rodman, you can get involved in this as well. Who is the top combo?
Rodman.
I'll go Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua.
Sean?
I'll co-sign.
Number one on the list. Correct.
Nice
wow.
call.
Okay. Because number two is probably what I would have said, but
Joe Burrow.
I love Nacua so much it's hard for me to argue.
All right.
All right, so number
Joe
two?
Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Correct.
Yeah, we're going to go with that one. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, easy number 2 on the list there.
All right, number three.
Number 3. Oh, I don't know if I can
This
say
is
perfect
more.
now.
This is more about the wide receiver than the quarterback.
Oh, I think I need
This
some
is
help.
more about the wide receiver than the quarterback. Dare I say?
And not that the quarterback wasn't good.
No.
Dare I say?
They said I was a diva.
No way.
Is it Drake May and A.J. Brown?
Drake May and A.J. Brown is number 6 on the list.
Okay, so not 3.
Number 3.
No, it can't be Kyler Murray.
They just won the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Sam Darnold
JSN.
and
Yeah, JSN.
I mean, Darnold was good. That wouldn't be number 3 on my list, but
Nope.
JSN, you think about it.
All right.
All right, number 4.
I was thinking Detroit, Rodman. Let's go with Detroit. Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I like that answer.
Incorrect. This team has not had a lot of postseason success.
But they are a good quarterback and wide receiver.
Everybody talks about them.
Everybody talks about him. Is it the Dallas Cowboys?
Number 4, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
Come on.
And they are in front of Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St.
Which is
Brown.
number 5.
Wow. All right.
Number 6 is Drake May and AJ. Do the Eagles make the list? Number 7.
Jeez.
Quarterback, wide receiver.
Has to be a wide receiver.
Yep.
Not a tight end.
Correct.
Is this Mike Evans?
AFC.
AFC?
Oh, AFC. Yeah, because I was thinking Mike Evans, too, and Brock Purdy. AFC. I think you have to throw Josh Allen into the mix. But
There's no receiver
Who's his
there.
number 1 receiver? Who'd they just
DJ
get?
Moore.
There you go. It's got to be.
DJ Moore.
You got
Josh Allen and DJ Moore is correct.
There
Number
you
7.
go. All right, nice.
You just mentioned Brock Purdy and Mike Evans make the list over Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith. Fair?
Wow.
Man, I just feel like he's such a system quarterback, and that's about the system more than anything else.
Okay, but then you throw Mike Evans, who's a hell of a talent,
He's also 30-something years old.
in that system. No, I'm taking Jalen and Devontae over Mike Evans.
Well, I
and
would hope
Brock
so.
Purdy as the president of Club Hurts.
All right, number 9.
What about Lamar? Who's
I was
Lamar
really trying to
throwing?
think who Lamar even has.
Former first-round pick. Wasn't as
Zay
good
Flowers?
last year. Correct.
Yeah.
Lamar and Zay Flowers, number 9.
There you go.
Number 10.
We're not going to round out with him, are we?
No, I knew Jalen wasn't going to be on the list.
Not on the list.
Everybody hates him.
Yep.
Even his own teammates.
Well, I mean, to be fair, is this based on passing?
Sort of.
All right, well, then he's probably not a top 10.
Yeah.
Is this number 10 based off the quarterback or the receiver?
Well, more the receiver than the
All right,
quarterback.
so not Mahomes then. Because I was going to say Rice and Mahomes.
A top receiver.
Yeah. Mahomes
A top 3 receiver.
Mahomes and Rice. Oh, so it's JJ. It's Justin Jefferson.
Oh.
Top 3. Easy.
And Kyler Murray.
And Kyler Murray.
Over,
10.
Oh, come
over
on.
Devontae and Jalen.
Yeah,
They haven't
I-
even played a snap yet.
Now, if AJ was the wide receiver, does he make the top 10?
AJ.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to go back to 2025 to see, because I agree. I think a lot of it has to do with Jalen. AJ Brown's also thought to be a better receiver, more explosive receiver than Devontae.
Definitely.
People may not think that after this year, but right now I think people look at AJ as being the better receiver than Devontae Smith.
I agree. Yeah, I would think that last year he was in the top 10, especially coming off the Super Bowl. There was a lot of issues throwing the football last year. Again, 16 total games played, and he threw for over 200 yards in 6 of them, I want to say.
You can bring it down there, Rodman. Thank you.
So I can understand when you are ranking the top duos in the NFL, Jalen Hurts is not going to make that list. Understood. But am I putting Kyler Murray in front of him?
That's tough, man.
You know, like Kyler Murray had some decent talent down there in Arizona. Pretty good tight end last time I checked. Marvin Harrison was pretty good. A lot of potential there. He hasn't lived up to the hype. Is that all his fault? Or
He had terrible chemistry with Murray.
Yeah.
But then he also wasn't good.
Picked up a couple knocks, too. He's been bad luck.
Yeah, and
Serious bad luck.
Jacoby Brissett says, but I don't see like, wow, that guy's a dominating receiver. Going in, I'm trying to see where it was last year. A lot of these lists are based on what you did the previous year.
Sure.
Now go look at Jalen Hurts' numbers, and his numbers look a lot better than we think he is as a quarterback, throwing the ball at least.
Yeah, last year was a disaster throwing the football.
Yeah, but was it?
Throwing the football?
Okay, so if you look at his numbers, they actually look a lot better than. So before you look, what do you think Jalen Hurts? What do you think he threw for last year? How many yards?
He was just under 3,000.
I just pulled it up.
So you don't answer. 3,224 passing yards.
So you hit 3,200.
Completion percentage.
Let's go 65.
I actually don't see that one
Okay.
off the top, so I'll go 68.
64.8. So almost 65, which isn't elite, but it's, I would say, probably league average.
There you go.
Yeah, not bad. Touchdowns.
He threw for,
I saw the throw.
He got in the 30 mark. Didn't he get in the 30?
25 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions.
All right, 25 and 6.
So almost 65% completion percentage, threw for 3,200 yards, and had 25 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That looks like a pretty good quarterback to me. But yet, when you
look at the game log, and that's the issue. you look at the game log and you're just like, man, they didn't throw for 200 yards in so many games. Like, how is that even possible? How is it possible in 2025 that you go and you play and you're not throwing for 200 yards? How is it possible? Well, it's because you win football games any way you possibly can. That's how it's possible. But when you're ranking, I can understand why that would take a little bit of a hit.
But it's because your team isn't designed on throwing the ball. It's just
That's
not.
true.
It hasn't been. All right, last year, going into 2025, the top wide receiver quarterback combination.
Okay.
Burrow, Chase 1, Stafford, Puka Nacua 2, Murray and well, no, this isn't this year. Why can't I freaking get this correct? Well, no, this would have to be it. No, because it's all mixed up. Because it actually has Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown as 6.
Okay.
But then it has Justin Jefferson and Kyler Murray as 3. So it's like maybe they did this list before it happened. I don't know. I'll bet you they were on a list last year.
Oh, absolutely. Again, you had the success. Throwing the football wasn't too much of an issue. Kellen Moore, yada, yada, yada. Like everything was moving in the Eagles' favor. And then last year took place. And then you look at the numbers like 168, 152, 101, 130, 179, 183, 135. Like, no, that's not a good passing attack. 12 of 15 for 175 is just no. Yeah, I like 12 of 15. Sure, no interceptions, a touchdown, fine. If you win the football game, I'm all in. But you got to have more. You got to have more if you're going to make a top 10 list. No doubt.
All right, coming up, an Eagles wide receiver had a wedding. Was the quarterback there? Ooh, Devontae Smith tied the knot.
I like this game.
Was Jalen invited? We'll talk about coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about my hair for a second. Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Listen, so with hair restoration these days, right, like you can get the hair transplant. If you've lost your hair and you're like, you know what, no, I need more hair. I just don't need to keep the hair that I have. Morgenstern Hair Restoration, the most experience, the most success. They did my hair. Over 30 years of experience doing hair restoration. That's why you go to them. 3 locations, Ballard, Kinwood, Wayne, Lancaster. But maybe you just want to keep your hair. Maybe you're saying, you know what? I'm comfortable with where my hair is right now, but I want to keep my hair. I want it to be fuller and thicker. Today's hair restoration is all about prevention. There's a lot of different options, but it matters where you go. That's why you go to the experts at Morgenstern Hair. That makes all the difference. Non-invasive options, these are all things I do. Medications, topical treatments. Keep the hair that you have before it's gone. Don't wait. Morgenstern Hair Restoration Championship results. Locations, Ballard, Kinwood, Wayne, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 610-831-HAIR. Call them. Say, yo, I hear Johnny Marks talking about you guys all the time. 610-831-HAIR. The website, morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E, morgensternhair.com.
Hall of Fame Sports.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season. If they don't, it's not. To me, that's where it starts.
The San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out, they went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's...
News at noon coming up. Then we'll get back into it. Bob Cooney going to join us at 1 o'clock, our old buddy Bob.
Hey, Bob.
I was reading on Patterson. He had a list of 4 or 5 guys that were going to be in the target.
Nice.
So we'll talk to him about that. A lot of draft coverage here on the Fanatic as we get going this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
When did this wedding happen? Was it over the weekend? Sean Rodman, the Worm, our wedding correspondent. So Devontae Smith got married. Him and his beautiful bride. Loved the wedding pictures. Was it this weekend?
I believe it was this weekend from everything that I've seen.
You remember when the security guard at the link got caught eyeing up Devontae's wife?
Looking at her butt?
Looking at her butt as he walked by?
I don't remember that at all.
That was pretty good.
You don't?
No.
So he did that. The meme that's out there where the guy's turning around and look at the girl's butt and the girlfriend's ready to slap him? That's what the security guard was doing, right?
He was just staring at that booty walking away.
I don't remember what the booty looked like, but I'm sure it,
She's good looking.
Yeah, no, she's a beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman, yes.
So they got married. And guess who was there, Sean Brace? Not only was he there, he was doing the electric slide or whatever.
Man of the people.
Who was it?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was there.
That's right.
Posed for a picture. He was invited. Right?
Yep.
Posed for a picture. He was dancing. There was a lot of. I didn't see a lot of other video from the wedding, but I don't know why. Maybe a coincidence. A picture. A lot of Jalen Hurts dancing and looking very happy at his teammate's wedding. Just saying.
It actually wasn't from this past weekend.
No.
It was a week prior, June 13th.
How about that?
So Jalen's agent came around. He finally
had to wait till the wedding
stuff.
photos came in.
So that's when the wedding photos came out.
Yeah, had to wait a week for the wedding photos.
Well, People Magazine released it, so they had it.
Okay.
Nice work by them.
All right. Yeah. So what you see is fine. Now, was AJ Brown there? AJ and Devontae were very close.
Ooh.
It has not been confirmed, but I think, Rodman, did you say that you saw somewhere that AJ was there?
I saw on People Magazine or People.com that AJ Brown was, in fact, there.
No. Now, do they, other than a hello, is that all the communication they have all night, Jalen and AJ?
You don't think they busted a move on the dance floor together?
Yeah, I don't think they were out there doing
I wouldn't.
doing the rerun.
I wouldn't. If I was Jalen Hurts, I would keep it moving. I wouldn't even say hi to him. I just dude, whatever. I hope this is the last time that we cross paths. I hope this is the last wedding that I have to show up and see you. You're gone. That's how it is.
I said I was a diva.
That's how I would operate. Jalen, I suspect probably, and he's answered multiple times, like, hey, man, it's not my position to critique others. Like, you could feel however you want about me.
Don't you say hi just to, then it's not as awkward, and it's like, hey, how you doing? And then you don't have to worry about if you become close to them. You know, it's like say hi and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Say hi and that's it.
Well, you know what's funny, John, is that, like, we're elder statesmen. We're up there in our life. We've been there and done that. These guys are in their 20s, right? Like, now, AJ actually turns 29 on June 30th. What are we doing for his birthday? Anything?
June 30th?
I got an idea.
Okay, that's next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll send them something in the mail. Yeah, I got something for him.
So you want to celebrate? We can have a special AJ Brown. Can we change the name of the station? Can we just instead of Middays with Marks, we do the AJ Brown celebration?
They said I was a diva.
Would you like to do an AJ Brown Appreciation Day?
No.
You don't?
No. I actually want to ship him something in a box. Have him open that up there,
Your
Foxborough.
your cat's litter box?
I like that idea. There you go. No, it's funny because I bring up the fact that they're young, so it's like, okay, yeah, I'm in my 40s. If I saw somebody I didn't like at a wedding, I'd give them a nod. Hey, man, how you been? Good. Everybody good? Great to see you. Keep it moving. That's it, right? But in my 20s, might have an extra vodka and Red Bull. We might have to take this to the parking lot. I don't know. I'm serious. I mean, I was an idiot in my 20s.
Yeah, they're not you in the 20s.
I know.
No, but like I think it's you wonder if does it really matter? I don't think it matters. Like ultimately, who cares? But like I like if you're Jalen, like maybe you don't say something.
No,
I see. Like I don't know if it's that bad to where they can't even say hello.
It should be though because AJ Brown has put the bullseye on Jalen's back.
All right, so here's my question: can you put them at the same table though?
There's no way.
There's no way.
No way.
There's no way.
That's hysterical.
There's plenty of Alabama players that were there, it looks like, as well. That I'm sure Jalen was at one of those tables.
And that's a conversation that gets brought up. You're making the list. Who's at this table? Who's at the family table? Absolutely. The wife of AJ or of Devontae looked at him and said, we can't put them at the same table.
Do you put Hurts? She's got family that she doesn't really know that's from like Seattle. Do you put him at that table? They're the only two, him and his wife.
No.
They're the only two that they know.
You find other players.
Eagles players?
Correct.
Current Eagles players.
What, Hassan Reddick was there too at that table?
Maybe him and AJ are sitting together. Do we know what players were there?
Hold on one second. I just saw it a moment ago.
Do you have a list, really?
I'll find it, yes.
You got to figure most of the people on offense were there.
Saquon.
Saquon was definitely there. The linemen.
I'm seeing Nakobe Dean, A.J. Brown, Jalen Waddle, Patrick Surtain, Jordan Battle, Mac Wilson Sr., Jerry Jeudy, Jahan Dotson, A.J. Terrell.
Oh, all the Alabama
Paris
players.
Campbell, Isaiah Rodgers. Yeah, a lot of Alabama guys, couple former Eagles as well. Those are the only names I'm seeing.
So you could have mixed Hurts in there without a
Hurts and Brown were also there.
All right. There you go. All right, and Jalen looked good. He was doing the dance. Dance moves were pretty good.
Was he doing a robot?
He's doing something. I didn't. Was it a video or a picture that you showed me?
I think BP showed a video of him.
He's an electric
dancing
slide type of guy.
Oh, because he did something with Club Hurts. Follow Club Hurts on Instagram. I
Damn
think
right.
he put the dancing video up.
Yeah, there's a lot happening with Club Hurts today.
You're not curious? Yeah, what else is going on?
I mean, we're national. We're taking this thing across seas.
Oh, because Ray.
We're global. Hit me with Jamaica. Hit
Ray
me with
in
Jamaica. Oh, that's
Wrong
right.
one.
Yeah, right there.
Ray's in Jamaica. He took a picture of the Club Hurts official membership card.
Woo!
By the way, I came up with an idea for Club Hurts because a lot of people are asking how to become a member. Now you should go to the Instagram page which is Club Hurts, or Club Hurts the number 1 at gmail.com. You get information on how to become a member. But we may start giving out some membership cards on the air.
I like that.
All right, maybe with some Hurts questions or something.
And believe it or not, people are buying a T-shirt. I love it. We created a T-shirt. It's
available at 975thefanatic.com on the store.
It's the Hurts Revenge Tour T-shirt. Get yourself yours today. Support the club.
All right, we have the news at noon. We have a lot to get to. The 11 o'clock hour of the show, Sean.
Oh, that's right. It's brought to you by DraftKings. Stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Real quick, John, if you would not mind. Phillies, I know we haven't really jabbed at the Phils all that much, but that is a game that I will be looking at. No. Are they not in? Oh, yeah. No, here we are. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were losing last night. They did.
Jesus Luzardo, minus 172 on the mound today. That is a 6:45 first pitch.
Give me your favorite wedding song. I'm not talking about the devil. What's the shuffle? Not the shuffle.
No.
The
Cupid
electric
Shuffle?
slide. Yeah, not that one. No. Like a song that you hear and you're like, all right, let's go to the dance floor.
Meet me at the altar. Let's get married. Jagged Edge. Baby, let's get married.
I need Party Rock is in the house.
That's a
tonight.
good one.
Uptown Funk.
Yeah. Black Eyed Peas.
But no,
I got a feeling.
No, that'll get me to get pissed.
Woo-hoo.
September.
Oh, that's a classic. There's some great wedding songs. It's easy. It's easy to be a wedding DJ.
Shut Up and Dance With Me.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Shut up and dance with me. Yeah, that is a good one. That's a number one. That's his first song you play.
Everybody will start singing along. That's a good one. It gets the. Oh, but you're a professional DJ.
That's what I do.
All right.
That's what I do.
All right, coming up, news at noon with the Worm. Worm, what do you got today?
We got something that sounds a little bit like someone from Middays with Marks. We have some soccer things as well, and an old Key and Peele skit kind of resurfaces.
All right, that's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The NBA draft is today. I'm Sean Rodman, and this update's brought to you by Morgenstern Medical. Losing your hair and wish you could do something about it? Call the trusted team at Morgenstern Medical, because where you go matters. Call 610-830-HAIR. Then the Sixers hold the 22nd overall pick in tonight's first round of the NBA draft. Adam Aronson of Philly Voice joined Kincade and Salciunas yesterday, and here is one offensive-minded player he believes the Sixers could target.
From Texas named Jalen Swain. He is, according to a lot of experts, the best sort of one-on-one scorer in this draft. 6'8", maybe even 6'9", sort of a guard-wing hybrid. Could get Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe off the ball a little bit more.
The NBA draft kicks off at 8 p.m. D-Line will get you ready for pre-draft coverage right here on The Fanatic starting at 6. Then at 8, John Marks and Sean Brace will be live on YouTube for all your draft coverage. Phillies lost to the Nationals last night, but on the bright side, I should say, Alan Ronhell went 5 innings, allowing only 1 run after an opener. Tim Meza. Phillies look to bounce back against the Nationals tonight. First pitch is at 6:45. And this update's also brought to you by Bet Online. One tournament and the world stops here at this one's on home soil, and it's yours. Your call, your action, live lines, and no limits. It's your year for the biggest soccer tournament. Bet Online has all the action you need. Bet on at Bet Online. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
With Lamar,
It's changed. You're right.
He's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was the loss, obviously. And I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air, after he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But like, where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it. All right, so Rodman, as far as playing DJ, is the best of the fill-ins.
Oh, I appreciate it.
It's the Worm, baby. The best nickname, too.
How old are you?
28.
All right, so he's a little bit older than the other guys.
Just moved in with his lady.
Oh,
Yeah, this
Roxborough.
weekend.
hold on a second. You're living in sin?
Yes, living in sin.
I just choked on it. Pause.
Do people even say that anymore?
I don't know.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We're all sinners, John.
I certainly am.
Yep.
All right. Well, congratulations. Where you live, Rodman?
Roxborough, right over the bridge. now.
Beautiful Roxborough.
Yeah,
Home of the
beautiful Roxborough.
brave. That's right.
We're right on the edge though, so we're closer
How
to
come-
Manioc.
But hang on a sec. We'll get to the news and news.
What?
How come no one wants to say they're in Roxborough? Even like when I lived in Manioc for 9 months.
Yep.
I lived in friggin' Roxborough. Then it was like, oh, Manioc. Like, hang on a second. This
Yep.
ain't Manioc. Actually, I did live in Manioc, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It's like with Fairmount. It's like, hang on, I'm 2 blocks north of Girard. This ain't Fairmount.
Exactly. You're in North Philly. But I claim Fairmount, and I was in Roxborough, and I claimed Manioc, too. Absolutely. No doubt about it. I was in Andorra. I was still claiming Manioc.
Why can't you just say I'm in Roxborough? Because he even did what everybody does. Well, we're closer to Manioc.
And Roxborough has changed so much in the last, decade plus. So it's still run. There's still a lot of townies, still a lot of barrowheads. I'm from the borough.
Yeah, they want to make sure that people know that's where they're from.
Yeah,
they're
but-
not like you in Rodman.
Yeah, but they're slowly getting phased out more and more. Manioc is just turning into just a monster.
You go to the bottom of the street, like half a block down, then it turns into Manioc. So that's why I was like, it's
Well,
close.
congratulations
Thank
on congratulations. That's fantastic.
I mean, they're serving martinis at Peck Miller's these days, John. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Very funny.
Yes.
Very funny. All right. Well, listen, Ray's back tomorrow. So this will be the final news at noon before Ray returns. So kick it, Rodman.
Welcome to Ray's life. There's no turning back. Mad Dog's losing his mind. And Big Skip Bayless with another take. Phillies blow a lead. Sixers spark debate. Somebody's got a podcast
with another terrible take. Everybody wants the news at noon.
Hey, Ray. With Ray Dunn.
With Ray Dunn. I gotta get a new one.
I have two that I just have to do. I need the time to do. We're good.
I'll tell you what. I will cook one up for 4th of July. I'll have a 4th of July news at noon open. What type of Ray are we getting tomorrow? That's the question.
I think the bad Ray might be Thursday because he'll still be on adrenaline tomorrow, and then he'll go home and
it will settle in.
and he'll crash, and it'll just be like Tuesday. He'll be like,
Yeah, 8 o'clock flight tonight. Yeah, I can tell you what Ray we're getting tomorrow.
All right, what do you got, Rodman?
All right, we'll start off in the World Cup world of soccer, and a lot of the tournaments have had some upsets per se with some draws, some Cape Verde. You saw a couple of other draws, some lower level teams that have gotten points, and well, some of these goalkeepers who are performing well have been getting a lot of followers. Zlatan weighed in on that, and although he doesn't have followers, though.
I'm not going to greedy Zlatan. You have so many followers. You have to share them around a little bit, okay? So let the goalkeepers have a few followers.
I don't have followers. I have believers.
Ah, subtle difference between
who's
followers
laughing at the button?
and-
Special button.
Some laughter in the
Are
studio.
you entertained?
The great Zlatan. Now, see, Zlatan hits for me, Sean. It hits in a big way. I don't know if Zlatan is going to hit for John Marks. I don't think John could pick Zlatan out of a lineup of two.
Can we try?
Yeah.
All right, Nate, give me 2 pictures. Who are we even talking about?
Zlatan.
Did he do
Zlatan
something?
Ibrahimovic.
Did he do something before? He's a notorious France.
Did he play? He played for France. He played for PSG. He's a Swede?
Yes, he's a Swede.
Sweden, yeah.
All right, so Nate, print out 2 pictures, one of that guy and see if I can pick.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I don't even know who he is.
He's a character, but he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. He is.
Was he really physical?
He was a monster.
Yeah,
He's a big boy.
So I know who he is then.
All right.
I do.
Yeah, he would score goals like you've never seen before. Just one of the best. But the big thing is that it's his world. It's Zlatan. It's Zlatan versus everybody else. It's Zlatan, and kind of like Tiger.
He's an international soccer superstar, and he knows it.
And so the fun stuff that you're saying, I got believers. It hits for me. I think it's funny, but I don't think a lot of people know who the hell Zlatan is.
No, they just think that he's arrogant. And
no, nobody knows who he is what Sean's saying. No, and it's fine. It
was a good get for Fox, though.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I've watched some of the halftime, whatever, and the coverage was pretty good. I guess a lot of people hate Alexi Lalas.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
A lot of people hate him.
That's been the biggest thing that I've gotten from.
Yeah,
him.
I've never liked him as a soccer guy.
Just this he thinks he's this Zlatan guy, and it's you were an American okay player. You're not some international star. You don't understand how it works.
I don't want to stick up for Alexi. I did that on Saturday. I just will say this. He makes his own bed. He's a troll. He brings other stuff to the conversation. And when you do that, other people are going to make up their mind. So good luck. But that's him.
All right.
That's what he wants. And you know what? His name is being discussed. Pick a social media outlet. His name is trending.
For sure. Yeah, I know about it.
He's hated, but at the same time, it's working.
Yep. All right, what else there, Worm?
All right, next up, we'll go to the world of Key and Peele. Keegan-Michael Key was at the Belgium game over the weekend, and he was reading some names in the world of soccer and was reliving an old sketch that I believe a lot of people are pretty familiar with.
My name is Mr. Garvey. I'm your substitute teacher today. I'm going to read off these roll call names right here. Is Aurelian Tchouameni here? Where's Tchouameni? Where is Aurelian Tchouameni? Vinicius. Is it Vinicius or Vinicius or Vincius? Is it just Vincius? Boy, if you ain't in here, how am I supposed to know how to say your name? Where is Lamine Yamal? Is Lamine Yamal up in here? How about Desiree Dewey? Is Desiree Dewey? Ain't nobody in this classroom. Erling Haaland. Is Erling Haaland in here? Where's he? Kylian Mbappe. No Kylian Mbappe today?
Even if you don't know soccer, you
very
can tell
funny.
how poor the pronunciations are with that bit.
Mr. Garvey, Key and Peele. Yeah, look, that was a great show. Really was. Great show. And, of course, both have gone on to have some pretty good success. I think Peele a little bit more than Key, right? Do I have that right? Am I confusing the two?
No, I would say that right, because he's done the
director is
stuff.
killing it. Yeah. Keegan-Michael Key is who you just heard. So, yes, Peele is
Jordan Peele.
Thank you. Yeah, they're tremendous. Both talented.
All right, last up, someone from Middays and Marks, Brandon Dutz, may be doing another job. The video...
You hear this, Sean?
Wasn't him, but it was a voiceover on an ad on Instagram that John Kincade sent it over to me. And I need to get everyone's take on this, if this actually sounds like Dutsy or not.
So hang on a second. Many people may not sound what Dutz sounds like. Right?
They won't know.
They won't know.
You want me to play the Dutsy first?
So yeah, let's play Dutz first.
Okay.
And then we'll play, because it may be Dutz.
Dutsy actually sent in a voice memo earlier today, so I'm using that.
All right, let's hear it.
The reason why the process fails is easily because of execution. My biggest blame that I put is on Elton Brand. Reality is, once you got rid of Jimmy Butler in that terrible offseason where you signed Tobias Harris and Al Horford and Josh Richardson,
all right,
all those
that's
guys,
enough. Now play the Instagram ad. Is this Dutz?
Every guy needs that one button down that does it all. This is the crossover button down from Cuts, and this fixes every problem that guys have with traditional button downs. Most of them either wrinkle easily, fit sloppy, or feel stiff.
That is Dutz.
It could be. So John sent me the video this morning, and I was like, hold on, is that Dutz?
Wow.
It took me a second to be like, all right, that's not Dutz.
But at first listen, you'd think it could be him.
He's got a similar accent, and they both talk the same. You know what I mean? Like they have the same kind of pacing in their talking. Now, my bigger question is, why did John see this video.
All right.
Because the guy's got no shirt on, and he's well built.
And he's like 20.
Yeah, and he's like, so you have this younger guy that's probably around Dutz's age with no shirt, hairless, great muscular build. And why is this in his algorithm?
The algorithm is the algorithm. It just has a mind of its own. Like, look what's in my algorithm right now. I don't follow Love Island, but I have this Love Island contestant in my algorithm. I don't know how that got there, John.
Right. Well, how did the girls in the bikinis get there?
I have no idea. All I do is look at golf videos and soccer breakdowns. That's it.
I look at wrestling.
Is that all your algorithm is?
That's all it is. Until I start looking for something else, and then that pops up there. No, but hold on a second. Like, look at the video. Come on, man. Like, why is that popping in your algorithm?
Well, it's a nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt.
Okay.
But yeah, well now it's on.
Yeah,
That actually is a nice shirt.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
So that's what it is. It's because the guy's name's Cooper Sharp, but the name of the shirt is called Cuts. Ignite your inner ambition. Cuts.
I gotta start watching this show. Love Island. Yeah.
All right, that's the news and noon. Thank you.
Good grief.
Do you though?
No, but yes.
Why? Because of the good-looking women?
This girl, I don't even want to know how old she is. I know that's frowned upon. You can't be talking like
early 20s.
Yeah, but you can't do that, Leonardo.
I mean, aren't we past where like it's a hot chick? I don't know, man. Like obviously, there's a lot of hot chicks out there that you can't go on Instagram and they're shoved in your face.
It's just nothing but hot chicks.
Showing their butt, wearing Brazilian and thong bikinis and everything else. I don't know. Like nothing impresses me anymore, honestly.
Oh, really? You want to have a look at this one?
Well, I'm sure she's hot, but I just don't like. It's not. So I used to guys in even when I was in early high school, either the neighbor that had a dad with a Playboy subscription, or when the swimsuit issue for Sports Illustrated.
Hell yeah!
Like, that was the best time of the year. Like, the swimsuit issue's coming out soon.
Maxim
became a big.
Maxim revolutionized the game.
Right, and they weren't even nude.
No, they weren't. But they always had a hot cover model. You'd flip to it. Yeah, it was a good magazine.
But you think about that. Unless you had somebody's dad that had a dirty VHS tape, or you had a Playboy, or you had to look, because Sports Illustrated, there was no nudity. You were looking at like a wet T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Nothing fun. Now, I mean, you can't avoid it. I don't know. I guess I'm just numb to it.
I don't know. Like, in the grand scheme of things, there is a little bit of an issue, right? And I do know that like porn is at the forefront now of a conversation with younger kids more than ever. Yeah, which is crazy because it's there. It's always like,
what, dude? If I was 16 and I had access to it, you're damn right.
Think about that.
Holy cow! I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Yep, and that's the issue we're dealing with.
I used to. Kiani Tom was a big thing in my life without having
the girl
porn.
from Wayne's World.
Is that her name? No, the ESPN2 show, the body shaping show.
Oh wow!
Between that and Paula Abdul videos, that's what I lived on for a couple of years. and HBO.
No, it was,
after 10 p.m.
It was
Emmanuel.
Yes. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about there. No, the
Lady Chatterley.
So ridiculous.
I'm very lost.
Oh, you
I don't know
are.
any of this.
Yeah, you are.
None of this.
Because it's where we were back then.
So Rodman, there was nothing. You didn't have anything. You had your imagination, and like on HBO and Prism a little bit too. You wouldn't. I mean, you're looking at like boobies. That's it. There's no. If there's any type of a sex scene, it's not real. So that's what you're relying on for any type of stimulus outside of whatever.
Yeah.
So and then you had Kiani. I think her name's Kiani Tom.
I got her Google
from
her.
Body Shaping, and that was on ESPN2 in the morning. She would just be in Hawaii doing like exercises, and the Paul Abdul videos. Promise of a New Day.
There you go.
That was a great one. I mean, that was my probably that was the most material. That was probably the material that I used the most.
I know that let's think about it. I know for a fact I used to watch like channels that didn't even come in. You know, like you would hear them, but the channels would be just all like black and white and like the bars, and you were like, I think I just saw something.
So in the old cable box, if you didn't have Showtime, it wouldn't say sorry you don't get this. It would have all the lines in front of it, so you can maybe see a boob, but you couldn't make out anything really.
Well, yeah, look.
But I tried.
Yeah, and this is where we're at, and I know that there are other countries that are saying anybody under 16 They don't need social media. They don't need this. They don't need that. I'd subscribe to that theory. Now, good luck enforcing it, and that's a whole other conversation. But I definitely think that there is way too much in the hands of some of the younger generation just because of the things that we did. Think about the hoops that we jumped through just for what? A little glimpse?
Yep.
You got this. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, really. No, see, I noticed this, and I actually had it in the voice memo because when we go to the pool, you have the high school kid that is checking you in, right? So it's like, and so they check you in. So then, like I usually, a lot of times I'm doing multiple trips to get all the stuff from the car. And then when you leave, there's not a second that goes by that their freaking phone isn't glued to their face.
Yep.
They're literally checking you in and not even looking at you because they're on their phone. There's not 1 second that goes by. And honestly, like my wife's on her phone a lot because she works and she has her apparel business and she's always messaging and posting stuff on social media. She's actually doing something. But for the most part, everybody's glued to their freaking phone all the time. And like, I remember when I had a job, if I had a job where I'm just sitting there, what do? These people, their brains they wouldn't be able to sit there and do nothing.
Yep.
I sat at jobs and did nothing. Jobs that I had, like where I'm trying to think of a job where I would just sit there and have to
You're
do
working
nothing.
a cash register at the cheesesteak place, right?
What do? You're not on your phone.
No, hell no. In those days, yeah, we weren't. No.
Try this. Try not going to your phone. If you're just like, I used to sit outside on my patio and I would just like sit there. It's so hard just to sit there and not go to your phone and look at it.
I challenge myself. I do. I won't lie to you. I know that, like I don't set the best example at times. I'm constantly having my phone in my hand. I used to be thinking like, oh, yeah, it was almost like a brag. Like, yeah, my phone's never not in my hand. And I was always doing something. But now with kids and everything, that totally changed. And I look forward to the sitting out in the back deck and just playing some dead and enjoying a cup of coffee. Even then, a little bit, the phone is in your hand because you're pressing play. But, like, I challenge myself. I'm like, dude, for the next 30 minutes, don't touch it. Like, leave it alone.
Yep.
And it's bad. It's bad because you know what's coming, right? Like, people like Rodman. Rodman's even a little up there in age compared to what we're talking about right now. These kids.
I've noticed myself even at times where I'm like, I got to put the phone down or there's a weekend I'm going away, like phone, going to try to keep it to the side for most of it. And working in restaurants when I used to manage places, I had to tell the kids to get the phone out of their hands.
Stop looking at your phone. Go.
Then it's not, like I'm the one in charge. I got to make sure that they're talking to everybody at home, or not home, but like coming into the store.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like the get off my lawn guy, but when I go to, I went to a Walmart and the person I was trying to return something to Walmart. Awesome, right? And you go up to the customer service desk. She's got the AirPod in, which I see all the time, and that bothers me. But she's like, I thought she was talking to me. She was FaceTiming with somebody on her phone. And the phone was like propped up on the computer. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, nothing. And then I'm like, oh, she's talking to somebody. I'm like, oh, she's FaceTiming somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that plays out. Yeah, these people are crazy these days. The phone is like no stipulations. People just don't even think twice about it. They just pull it out and they'll use it wherever. I love the people that are able to like connect it to their face and now move. I've seen a lot of those. The dude walking around Wawa talking to people. You got ladies with the wraps. They be putting the thing up in the wrap. It's funny.
Yep. Kiana Tom was body shaping.
I was
ESPN 2.
I was in, what was her name? Austin? The exercise.
Pamela Anderson was also Baywatch, and then Pamela Anderson after that was also a
Denise Austin.
Denise Austin was a fitness, blonde hair.
Yeah, I was more of a Denise Austin guy.
Oh my God.
But Pam, sure.
Yeah.
Those are the days.
All right, we got a draft tonight.
Stacey Dash from Clueless.
I was a Stacey Dash fan.
Lark Voorhees from Saved by the Bell.
You know what? My kids are now watching Full House for like the 4th time. And then they've already watched it, so now they're mixing in the Fuller House, which is actually it's nostalgia for me because I like Full House. So it's actually not bad, Fuller House. It's better than you think.
I never got, turned down by the sisters.
All right, so like Candace Cameron is like she's attractive. So, like I find her attractive.
Sure.
Jodie Sweetin, hello. In Fuller House? Oh, dude.
She was a party animal, too. I think she went to rehab and all that.
She did.
Yeah.
She's sober.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Which is crazy because you would never thought from that show. Whoa.
Yeah, no, yeah, Jody. You're doing the Joey Lawrence. The Joey Lawrence, whoa. What's the Joey Lawrence?
Uncle Jesse's killing it, though. He's still in the game.
Uncle Jesse, I'm telling you, man, that show, Full House is good. Fuller House is good, too. Telling you. Check it out.
Fuller House, huh?
Fuller House is worth it. It is. It's really, like, believe me, I've seen some of these reboots or when it's like, all right, they're mailing it in for a paycheck.
Yeah.
No, it's they're not going to win an Emmy.
Bob Saget's in it. Oh, that's sad.
Before he died.
Oh,
no, that
that's
was
sad.
2016.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Some of the episodes were.
Jodie Sweetin. Hello.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind watching a little Full House.
She's
Fuller
44.
House.
44.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Perfect age for Ray. Are you a Full House fan, Rodman?
Hey, Ray.
Yes, big Full House fan.
Really?
Yes, it used to be on something every day, Nickelodeon or something at some points, and then obviously it went to streaming. So
it's easy to watch.
Yeah, it's easy to watch.
Oh, it is.
Fuller House, I've never seen though.
Oh yeah. Oh, Jodie Sweetin's definitely a part of Fuller House.
All right. Might have to watch an episode or two tonight. I know.
Like Kiana.
All of a sudden I'm working out.
But do it before the draft special.
Okay,
Don't
I'm
do
on it.
during.
That's right. Yeah. Jeez.
The Sixers do draft tonight. Bob Cooney's coming up at 1 o'clock because there are a bunch of 76ers potential draft picks. You know what happens. You know where you're drafting, so there's a number of players that they feel a need that would work for the Sixers, but there are also guys that are probably going to be there. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on, and we'll get Bob on at 1 o'clock to get the latest on what's going on and who he likes or he would go there. But coming up next, is it finally flipped? Is the process page finally turned with Morey being gone? Joel Embiid's left, but I think everybody agrees that the process is now starting over. Is that exciting? And what do we think about the old process? Do you want to burn it down to the ground? Or are you still looking at it and saying, like, you know what? The process wasn't all that bad. We'll discuss coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, let's talk about Bet Parks. We're going to be there tomorrow. Yeah, that's correct. Soccer Fest and Parks Casino, the Bet Parks app. The Bet Parks Sportsbook is the place to go. The 116-foot projection screen. You can watch everything on. They will have every single World Cup game right there at the casino. And it's amazing. I really enjoy every time we go. And we're going to be there tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you check them out because you can live bet the games. You can bet before. You can bet later. You can bet so many different things. It's amazing. And you can also head out to the casino, the Bet Parks Casino in Ben Salem, right off of Street Road, right off of 95, right off of 476, the Turnpike. Casino bonus right now, if you go to the Bet Parks app, new casino users get up to $500 casino bonus back in the first 24 hours. There's always something going on at Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook app. We'll see you there on tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. USB 21, and then PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. New users only for the $500 casino bonus back. Terms and conditions apply. See betparks.com for details.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The first big day for Mike Gansey. I'm Sean Rodman, and Gansey and the Sixers hold the 22nd overall pick in tonight's first round of the NBA draft. It'll be the first time we'll see how Gansey can add to the Sixers roster. Adam Harrison of Philly Voice joined Kincade and Salciunas yesterday and mentioned a defensive-minded player the Sixers could target.
Alan Graves, who played at Santa Clara, he put up some just ridiculous defensive numbers, like historic combination of steal rate and block rate. He's also a great rebounder.
The NBA draft kicks off at 8 p.m. D-Line and we'll get you ready for pre-draft coverage right here on the Fanatic starting at 6. Then John Marks and Sean Brace will be live on YouTube for all your live draft coverage. Phillies look to bounce back against the Nationals today after losing Game 1 of the series. Ace Luis Luzardo gets the start for the Phils and Zach Littell for the Nationals. First pitch is at 6:45. The NHL draft begins on Friday. The Flyers hold the 21st overall pick in this year's draft. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been traded to Miami prior to today's draft for a number of first-round picks. And on Patterson's Bob Cooney joins us at 1 on the Sixers draft. This update's brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep.
Talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all,
tomorrow we're live at Bet Parks Sportsbook, Parks Casino in Ben Salem for tomorrow's show. We'll see everybody 10 to 2. Stop out at Soccer Fest. Lots of soccer jerseys and other giveaways. Good stuff, too.
6 games tomorrow on the card.
Is that correct?
6 total games tomorrow for the World Cup. Getting the party started 3 o'clock, Switzerland and Canada.
All right, so earlier who was in the news at noon? What's his Zlatan?
Zlatan.
All right, so you said I couldn't pick him out of a lineup of 2.
Yeah.
And I can. It's
Okay.
easy.
All right, what do you got?
So he gave me. So Nate gave me this guy.
Oh, well, let's not give him
and Nate gave me this guy, and it's clearly him.
All right, give me the other guy.
Well, I knew what he looked like. Like I may not be able to say his name, but I know this guy. Uncle Jamie says he has 58 million Instagram.
Yeah, but his shtick is that like he's a god and that everybody is beneath him.
But why would this give it away?
Well, I in my mind I was thinking non-soccer attire. Like, give me 2 guys in suits, and you could be like.
But that doesn't.
Yeah.
What's the second one you have?
I don't know who the
Some
other
guy from Liverpool. I don't know who that is either.
Okay.
Do you know,
That's Nate-
Robin?
I can't
Nate
necessarily
being-
see from
That's
here, but I know
Nate.
it's not Zlatan.
Yeah, it's not Zlatan.
You ever watch Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Season 3, if I'm spoiling, at the beginning of the season, they bring in this high-priced striker.
Is this Zlatan?
is based off of him.
Oh, okay.
That character. Or that character's based off of Zlatan.
Did they trade him before the end of the year? I did see season 3.
He left on his own.
He left, yeah. Retired or something. Like he came in and he didn't talk to anybody and it was doing his own stuff.
He was kind of weird saying that he was.
do Ted Lasso. But
No?
Yeah, no. I
That was great.
I couldn't do it.
Why couldn't you do it?
No, just the shucks. And no, I just,
Too cheesy for you?
yeah, I just.
Oh, great characters.
Oh.
Yeah,
Roy
great.
Kent. Oh my God.
Kent's a good one.
Now and then as the seasons go by, it gets too much.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. I think I watched the first season. And I was tapping out.
Season 3, it was kind of getting too much. Roy Kent being Roy Kent. But the female owner,
Yeah, she's good.
tremendous character. Big fan.
Would you?
What do you think? Of course not. I'm married. Wouldn't even look at her like that. I don't objectify women.
I didn't.
I have 3 daughters.
I
and
wasn't.
like you.
I was not asking that. I was saying, would you watch another season?
Of course. Oh, I would love another season.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
You don't want another season?
How about that?
No, I'll pass.
I think it's coming out in August.
Is it really?
Is it?
It's going to be the women's team, though. They're making a women's team.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought Ted Lasso was great.
Very nice.
I really enjoyed it. Couple other, what you did in the '90s before the internet. Uncle Jamie again on the text line said, "What about the adult worlds of the there's still one up by me in Collegeville.
There's a
where Ridge and Germantown Pike split. There's an actual adult world.
Yeah, there's some interesting places.
There's one up. Where is that? North Wales, I think. Technically, Montgomeryville, one of those two.
Yeah, right by the mall. Right by the mall.
Right by the mall.
How about
309
still there?
and 202.
How about the one that's still there, and I think it's now combined with like a Taco Bell and a vape shop, so you get one in all 3. But it's literally on 76 on the way down to the stadiums, right on your right hand side. You come around that curve,
right when probably 2 miles after you split Vine Street.
Correct.
Keep going straight.
Yeah, it's right there.
I mean, what's going on in there that people are still going there?
Tell me about it.
A lot more than just magazines and toys. There's got to be.
You got to think
There's
there's
this thing
enough.
called the internet.
Yeah, there's probably another draw or two happening there. A couple giveaways that are happening, Everybody loves free stuff, John. Everybody loves free stuff.
Which leads you to the video store. And I'm not talking about the adult video, just the straight adult video store. Because there was one in Horsham on County Line Road. I remember as a kid when we'd go to my Aunt Jean's, every time you drive by, it'd be like, oh, that's the adult video store. But there was in Hatboro on Bonnet Lane, because a dude that we went to high school with, his parents owned it. I forget the name of the video place. But you had it was independent. You had the regular videos, but then in the back behind the door, they would have like a wooden door that wasn't a full door. It was just like, hey, don't go back here. This is where the adult videos are.
Mm-hmm.
So as a kid, you're like, trying to what's going on back there?
Oh, yeah.
As Harry would say.
Exactly. No, they'd have their own little section. You'd be like peeking your head back there.
And Blockbuster Rodman did not have the adult video.
They did not?
No.
Okay.
No. You had to go to the independent.
Okay.
I don't remember an adult section at the Blockbusters as a kid.
They did not have that, no. You would have to go independent. So anyway.
Yeah, a lot has changed.
A lot has changed. All right. The 76ers has changed as well. Sean Brace.
Nice segue.
The process is over. People, the reaction I got on my text line, which was, I'm so ready to move on from the process. I don't even want to hear about the process anymore. There's no more hashtagging TTP. I don't care if Joel Embiid is still with the team. Whatever. Like the process is over. If he wants to keep the nickname, the process, it's so dated and it doesn't make me smile. It doesn't. And maybe I should be looking at Embiid a little bit differently after he came back from the surgery. And like I do, I give him his respect. You know what? I'm objective club Embiid. I'm the same way with Embiid. Man, you got to give it to him for coming back. Dude's unbelievable.
That's right.
But, I don't know, trust the process. It just doesn't, I don't smile when I think about the process. I really don't. It's more disappointing than anything.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
No, it's definitely fair, and it's where I'm at mentally as well, where I'm just wondering when we officially dug the grave and then put the dirt over the process. I think it just happened. I really do. So it's very intriguing from that manner. It's like, okay, hey, look, this officially done. I know that's subjective because it was interesting to hear Mosher's take. Like, oh, I thought that was kind of dead once Hinkie left. No, I definitely disagree with that. The process continued without Hinkie. It rolled on. Colangelo, Morey, but it's official now. It's dead. There's a new era. It's a new sheriff in town with Gansey, and of course,
Bob Myers ain't doing. He didn't want nothing to do with the process.
So, but I think JoJo should find a new moniker. I think he should go with a new nickname. Remove the process entirely. Let's just cleanse ourselves of that era. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a good time now to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's why it's officially over. Tonight, pick number 22. They don't have a second rounder, but you can buy the second. You literally buy second round draft picks.
Would you be down with the Sixers team running that theme? Like if all of a sudden you saw commercials, the process is over. It's now Gansey's time. Like would you be thumbs up on that? Like if you saw the team get behind that kind of slogan, that pitch? I don't know if it would be something that would be worthwhile for them to do, but putting that to the side.
No, but to your overall point of we've turned the page with us.
Would that excite you?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Now, we actually had a voice memo on the Davis Honda text line that was talking about Gansey. Here it is.
Steve, delivery driver, Acton, New Jersey. Get excited about the Sixers because they got a new regime, a new president of basketball operations. I am still stumped why you would leave Cleveland and come to this mess where you can't do nothing. He's sitting on his hands and doing nothing, running it back. Get excited, Sixers fans. Get excited.
Well, two things. One, he came here because he is now the president of basketball.
It's promotion.
So the title is new, and it's a promotion, as Judd just said. And sitting on his hands is not how I look at this. No, this is one of the big flaws for this team was the fact that they weren't able to fill in some of the role players, some of the players that you need to help you out when you want to make a little bit of a run here. It was all just a superstar theme. Well, that's what Gansey's specialty was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Did really well finding a couple of those players that are going to help you around the edges. So it starts with that. Look, you got to build it. If there's one thing I can tell you, sir, like when you watch the NBA Finals, when you watch the Oklahoma City Thunder, when you watch the Spurs, it's not just one guy and a cast of a couple that can maybe help you. No, it's a good team. You must hit on some of these picks. Right here, you only have one pick. So, yeah, I think it's pretty important that Gansey comes out to shoot with the winner here.
Yep. Yeah, no, this is a good this is a good opportunity for a guy that's looking to take that step. Now, like the one thing is you want to pick the right spot because oftentimes if you fail, you're not going to get another chance. But you're at the start of something that there's no pressure on them to win this year. In fact, don't we all kind of agree you have to wait until Embiid's gone and then really that's when you're going to take your next shot? I don't know. There's no pressure. Gansey just needs to start getting some good young players that you can build with.
That's right.
That's all I'm looking for. This isn't next year or the year after. This is where you have to look at it, I believe, in like a 3-year window where it's like, all right, where are you at 3 years from now? That's when you should be in an Eastern Conference final.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that could happen, but like that's got to be you can't look at if you're a Sixer fan. Unfortunately, you can't look at this year or next year as being a year that you're truly contending. You have to start getting players now and making trades now and signing players now. That's going to get you, and that sucks.
Yep.
I feel like we've been waiting for this team to win for how long?
Took the words right out of my mouth. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality where we're at. And there's a little bit of this. You're crossing your fingers. A little bit of that.
For sure.
Here we go again.
Yep. All right, we'll talk more. Bob Cooney's 1 o'clock, who we like in the mock draft. So just because I think most people out there don't really know a lot of the players the Sixers could be taking. Bob's going to give us a couple that we could see for the Sixers at 22. That's coming up at 1 o'clock, Middays with Marks, 97.5.
The NBA draft is tonight.
Starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health, I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season. If they don't, it's not. To me, that's where it starts.
Of Love Island, and I don't ever venture into that world. No, I am not a reality guy at all. But Casa Amor, Love Island USA, good grief!
Another great actress. What's her name?
There's a couple of them.
Casa Amor.
Casa Amor, Amor. So that would be House of Love. I believe Amor is love.
Isn't there a new episode? Like, is it one of those shows that's like new episode every day and it's at least an hour?
Really? All right. Well, this time the girls were able to watch the boys meet new bombshells at Casa Amor through a flat screen TV. It was chaotic, juicy, and at times hard to watch. But social media users are here for the drama. I'm in. I'm in love.
Yeah, I
Love Island.
Don't let me know how it is because I have very little interest. Yeah, like I said, like a hot girl. All right, awesome. I don't know, like I that's the last thing I want to see. You know what I mean? Like the last thing I need is to be more horny.
No, I'm with you.
All right.
Well, you don't think it's a good TV show?
I mean, listen, man, I'm a loser. There's new episodes of Cops that I found on YouTube.
That's dope.
That that aren't out there.
Where are they at? Because I always like when they're in like San Antonio. I like Texas Cops.
There was
Little Rock, Arkansas.
a lot of like San Bernardino County. So you're getting like the desert of California. There was one New York. So for whatever reason, like during COVID, they killed with everything that was going on socially in the United States. They stopped producing Cops. They brought it back, but not on TV. So if you go to I think it's Fox Nation,
correct,
their app, you can see new episodes.
Of course,
I wasn't willing to pay the $6 a month to see the new episode.
I think you get it for $17.76. I want to say their special price this year,
probably. But so I just stumbled upon it, and it was like new episodes, and I'm like, it's not really new episodes. It's Cops Reloaded new episodes, and it's like these are really new episodes. These are new episodes from 2025, 2026.
Love it.
Yeah, so that's what I've been watching. So while you're watching Love Island, I'll be doing dishes and watching Cop.
I sing there's no way I would watch this. Look, I would tune in, and there's no way I would make it through 5 minutes. I just can't do it.
Does Kelly like these shows?
No, she's more of a Netflix. She finds her shows, and then
Emily in Paris.
She doesn't watch much TV, to be honest with you.
No,
nope.
Just because she's obsessed over the gay hockey show.
Well, she was a big time, heated rivalry, and she's
heated rivalry.
It's coming. There's another one, and there was another hockey show that came up.
Really?
Yeah, there was another hockey show. They went right back to it. I guess you're fine. I forget what it is. I apologize, but it just came out, and apparently.
But so if heated rivalry isn't between two male players, do people like it as much? Is it a good enough show to where you're watching? Because it's a good show, not for the novelty of like, oh my God, 2 gay hockey players.
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I would say, look, it's.
Did you see Heated Rivalry, Rodman?
I've seen parts of episodes. I don't know if I've ever seen a full episode.
I've watched the full thing.
Because Jordan was a big fan. She's probably seen that season, I don't know, 4 or 5 times.
So haven't you seen it? It's just like going in the background,
yeah,
you'll
she's-
stop and pop.
Like, she'll be watching it, and I'm just kind of sitting there doing whatever, and so I'll glance up from my phone.
It sounds like he watched it then.
I didn't watch all of it. I watched maybe, I would say, 1 full episode.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
All right.
Off Campus is this new one that they're watching. The steamy drama focuses on the lives of romances of college hockey players at Breyer University. It is exclusively on Prime Video. That's the new one that the wife moved on. She now has a thing. I think she more along the lines of has a thing for gay guys than the hockey side of things. Like, she definitely is in the world of the gay community now. Big, like right hand in the air. One of those. Again, it's not a matter of like a proponent of it. It's just like now she's a little bit more enthused due to the fact of watching Heated Rivalry.
So she's more interested in the gay community because of Heated Rivalry.
Correct.
It opened up her eyes towards the gay community.
Yeah, but she wasn't like, don't take it the wrong way. She wasn't like anti or anything along those lines.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have a friend that I knew from way back that's a lesbian that never had a boyfriend or whatever, and like I've remained in touch with her.
She wouldn't like Heated Rivalry.
But like to your point,
there's no women in it.
I was friends with her in her 20s, and it opened up because she has lesbian friends, and they go to what's the name of the lesbian bar in the city? Sisters. And she'd be like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "Not really," but. It was like, oh, like this is a whole new world that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
So now is she going to go to a gay bar, your wife, Kelly?
No, I don't think that, but I think she would definitely get together with people that were talking about Heated Rivalry, talking like, if
and have a club?
Yeah. A gay club for Heated Rivalry. I think she would join.
But it could be anybody. It could be gays or
to be gay. You're
or
right.
straight.
You're right. Yeah.
And just to discuss the show.
Yes.
Now,
which the Flyers did that. The Flyers had like a night out where like 25 to 30 women came out pre-show. I think Devin Caney was there. Breland Moore from Fox 29, she was there pre-show, pre-game. And they had like 30 girls come out. They were all shooting the breeze. I think there was a couple dudes mixed in, too.
All right.
Heated Rivalry was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Connor Stories was all right. Connor
Stallions.
There you go, yeah.
That's his name.
It was good. I don't know if I'm like waiting on bated breath for season 2.
Are you watching it like The Wire? You go back in Sopranos, you watch it again.
I just met my guy Jason from Modelo's watching The Wire for the first time. We were talking about it last night.
Oh, my
Never
God.
seen it.
Season 4 he's on right now.
Get it.
Much better than Heated Rivalry, I promise you that.
Have you seen The Sopranos?
Nope.
Oh, Rodman.
Almost anything. I mean, I never really had HBO then. So that was the only thing really on HBO I've ever seen is Game of Thrones.
Okay, which I've never seen, but that makes me weird. Doesn't make you weird for not seeing it. You're young. I mean,
yeah.
When was the Sopranos last episode? Was 2007?
But you never had you had never had television like we did. The Wire, Sopranos, Breaking Bad.
Here's what you do: pick one, and just start from the first season. Yeah, it might cost you $10 to get it on HBO Max or whatever, and just start from the first season. You probably won't sleep for a week. It's so good. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Will the younger generation like it? Could Ray sit through The Sopranos and be like, this is really good?
I don't know about The Sopranos. I think The Wire you could. The Sopranos, I don't know.
Well, hold on. It sounds like you're going to say Sopranos
for younger generation.
But why?
Because the younger kids are what. Like, the Sopranos are tough dudes, man.
Yeah, they are.
All right, you didn't run your yap on Instagram when The Sopranos
and also the mafia culture wasn't...
Correct.
Mafia culture 25 years ago, we're far more familiar with. I used to see Joey Merlino at Z-Bar.
He's a big deal.
Yeah,
the guy who owns the cheesesteak shops.
Yes, that's what he's known for.
John, these kids these days have never been punched in the face. You think they would be able to understand what happens in The Sopranos, where you actually have to back up your words? Social media rats.
It's a great show.
It is.
I think I would love Sopranos.
Okay.
Then watch it.
Yeah,
Stop
give it a
watching
shot.
Love Island.
I don't watch Love Island. Which one first, The Wire or Sopranos?
I would start Sopranos. Sopranos is my favorite. The Wires, when you watch The Wire, sometimes you'll be like, this is better than Sopranos. But then at the end of it, the last season of The Wire was a total disaster. Was not a fan. It was stupid. But a couple of those seasons in the beginning were unbelievable.
Yes.
and in the middle.
All right, you're gung-ho about The Sopranos. Do it. We'll start with The Sopranos. Tell us what you think.
And each season of The Sopranos kind of has a different theme.
Sure.
Like a different character kind of becomes a focus. The Wire also has a different theme every season.
Is Tony Soprano the greatest TV character out of all those shows? Would you say Sopranos number one between The Wire and Sopranos?
What makes The Sopranos special to me isn't just Tony; it's all the other characters and how they're developed over the course of the show. Oh my God! Just like Steve Buscemi's character. What was trying to think of his character name? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've rewatched them. Probably pre-COVID.
Oh yeah.
But all those Ralph Cifaretto, all those characters like Janice Soprano. I hate Janice. If you were to ask me the character I hate more than anybody in TV, it's Janice Soprano.
I agree.
When she busted out the lasagna from Bobby Bacala's widow and made him eat it, took it out of the freezer, made the whole family eat it. I could have choked her with my own hands. Oh God, she was the worst.
Uncle June was my favorite.
Uncle June's the best.
You know, you had Paulie.
Paulie Walnuts was great.
Hey,
Still.
T, you hungry? Let me send the boys on the Baja Fresh.
Christopher,
yeah. But The Wire had some great characters.
For sure.
No doubt about it. Omar.
Including Jalen Brunson before he was a basketball player. Played Prop Joe.
Man. McNulty.
McNulty was a great one.
McNutty. Bubs.
Bob's a good one.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. We're even, my bad. Stringer Bell, man. Let's go. Snoop. The
Omar?
chick. Omar, of course. Remember the chick that what her Snoop.
Yeah,
Felicia Pearson was her name.
Who was a real gangster.
Yes, she was.
She was a real gangster. They casted her because she was a real
That's
gangster.
another thing. You kind of get some real stuff with The Wire.
You can't go wrong with The Wire as well. That's coming up. All right, Bob Cooney's going to join us coming up next. Discuss everything going on with the 76ers, who they're going to draft, who we would think about. All that's coming up with our buddy Bob Cooney next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Who will the Sixers draft? I'm Sean Rodman, and the Sixers hold the 22nd overall pick in tonight's first round of the NBA draft. Adam Harrison of Philly Voice joined Kincade and Salciunas yesterday, and here is one offensive-minded player he believes the Sixers could target.
From Texas named Dalen Swain. He is, according to a lot of experts, the best sort of one-on-one scorer in this draft. 6'8", maybe even 6'9", sort of a guard-wing hybrid. Could get Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe off the ball a little bit more.
The NBA draft kicks off at 8 p.m. tonight. D-Line will get you ready for pre-draft coverage right here on The Fanatic starting at 6. Then at 8, John Marks and Sean Brace will be live on YouTube for all your draft coverage. Phillies lost to the Nationals yesterday. They look to bounce back against them today with Jesus Luzardo on the mound for the Phillies and Zach Littell for the Nationals. First pitch is at 6:45. The NHL draft, it begins on Friday. The Flyers hold the 21st overall pick in this year's draft, and Giannis Antetokounmpo has been traded to Miami for multiple first-round picks. And Bob Cooney of On Patterson joins us next on the Sixers draft. This update's brought to you by BetOnline. One tournament in the sports world stops here at this one's on home soil, and it's yours. Your call, your action, live lines, and no limits. It's your year for the biggest soccer tournament. BetOnline has all the action you need. Bet on at BetOnline. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic, and the Fanatic app.
The San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out. They went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have like different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I don't. I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was like rolling the. Some people interpreted it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all.
Point with Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
But he's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow's took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert. John Mark, Sean Brace, The Worm, Sean Rodman. Negative Nate and Dutz are back there doing their thing. Tonight, 8 p.m., live on YouTube, 97.5 The Fanatics YouTube page, our special draft night special. John Mark, Sean Brace, Sam Ostry, and Sean Bernard's going to jump on. And then people from the station, including Dutz. Dutz knows more college basketball than me.
Dutz making an appearance?
He is.
Let's go.
Yep.
Great.
So Dutzy's going to give some evaluations, as is our next guest. You know him, you love him. He covers the Sixers and much more for On Pattison. His name is Bob Cooney, and he joins us right now. What's up, Bob?
What's going on, boys? Ray Dunn's on another vacation, huh?
Bob, I'm just telling you, man.
Hey, Ray.
It's good to be Ray Dunn, Bob.
Yep.
It's good to be Ray.
The summer of Ray.
When I grow up, I want to be just like him.
Did you see before he left for Jamaica, he made it up on the video board of Citizens Bank Park? So he's done it all this summer.
Of course he did.
Sure.
Yeah, of course he did.
It's the summer of Ray, no question.
All right. Well, is it going to be the summer of the 76ers? So let me ask you this, because as somebody that's covered sports a long time and been a 76ers reporter for a long time, just a feel for the organization, because they've turned the page. Bob Myers, Gansey, Morey's gone. Does it feel anything? Does it feel differently with a new administration down there?
I think it does a little bit. You kind of have winners in place, and that's not a knock on Daryl Morey or anything like that. But overlooking it all is Bob Myers, who won 4 NBA championships with the Golden State Warriors, who was president of Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment, which is a big, big thing. He's kind of overseeing everything, and he hires a guy, Mike Gansey from Cleveland, who had very, very good success there. You have a local kid who I think is a really key part of all this, in Jameer Nelson, in that he knows the city, he knows the league, he's respected around the league. I do think this is a pretty cool mix that they have going on. And again, nothing against previous mixes, but I just think this is a one that probably will endear itself to the city maybe a little bit more than previous higher-ups have, let's say.
Yeah, emotional intelligence. Daryl Morey didn't really seem to care if he pissed some people off or maybe he came off. The biggest problem I had with Morey, because he made some good moves, right? With Joel Embiid and his health, they were probably never going to win anything if Embiid couldn't stay healthy. But it was always, hey, I wasn't here 5 years ago. These aren't my moves. I've turned the organization to a great organization. That's not what it was before I got here. Nothing was ever his fault. And it feels like that Myers and Gansey realize that now they take the baton. Like they're running the Sixers. So, yeah, they weren't here for the process. They weren't here for the last 40 years, but we were. So remember that when you talk to us and when you realize that we're frustrated with where we are as fans.
Yeah, no, exactly, and you have to have a feel for it. And again, that's why I think Jameer Nelson was a great hire, in that he knows this city, Does that make the team win games or advance in playoffs just because Jameer Nelson knows what it's like to be around this city? No, but it does give a feel of partnership to the fans with the new higher-ups in this organization of, okay, Jameer was a Sixers fan when he was a little kid growing up in Chester. He's seen it all. He's been around it all. He played against this organization. He knows the NBA. I'm really intrigued by this new group that's taken over now to see where they can go. And I step back and I just watch and listen and absorb, John, and try to figure out, okay, where are they going? I haven't figured all that out yet. I don't know if they have either, but I do kind of like the outlook of it right now so far.
All right, Bob, give us your gut instinct, your vibe right now, the day of the draft. We just had two pretty decent-sized trades. One, obviously, Giannis was a big one. Of course, you had the one with Brooklyn, what they just did, and trading for the Randall, Julius Randle. You got Jaylen Brown that is still out there as well. Any chance that we see potentially a big-time trade from the 76ers this evening?
I just don't see how. I mean, you have to look at the big players if you're making a big-time trade. Look at the big players. They have 4 of them. 2 of them are on contracts that are absolutely awful, and the other 2 are players that you probably want to build with. So what do you do? Like, I mean, if I'm a GM of another team, and I may have said this to you guys before, and I said, hey, I go into the owner, and I'm the GM, and I go to my owner and say, hey, I'm really thinking of trading for Joel Embiid and Paul George. Yeah, their contracts aren't that good. We're going to have to keep them for a few years and pay them all this money. But I'm really thinking of doing it. If you're an owner, are you going to your GM? Sure, have at it. I don't know. I just don't know. So I think they're kind of, and I use air quotes here, stuck with what they have right now. How can they improve it during this offseason? Obviously remains to be seen. But most likely, the arrow points to it's going to look pretty familiar to what it was last year.
Yep. Talking to Bob Cooney, if you're going on Pattison.com right now, Bob, with an excellent piece, you're profiling 6 possible picks for the 76ers at 22. So just in general, what do you think the Sixers are looking for? I guess it comes down to a best player on the board whenever they pick. But in a perfect world, what do you think they need the most?
Yeah, well, it's funny. I actually did 16 players, 6 today, 5 the other day, 5. I did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I did 16 players in all for one pick, and I might even add a couple of more here later on this afternoon. The weird thing is, John, that they need everything. I mean, think about it. They need everything. You need a backup center to Joel Embiid and a guy that could start some games when Embiid isn't able to play at the center position. They need depth at the front court position behind Paul George, behind whoever the other starter is. They need a starter there. They need a 5th starter. Then when it comes to the backcourt, well, you need somebody to back up to score off the bench, hopefully. Probably you need a point guard, a guy that can handle the ball that you want to put in the game with, and with Maxey and or Edgecombe to get them off the ball and let them roam free and do what they do that way. There's really nothing that they don't need. So when they say best available, they're being honest, I think. Like, best available is the way to go because they just need everything. And I have a couple guys that I would love to see them get. I don't know if they're at the top of their board, but, there are some guys out there that, I mean, I have watched, I swear to God, guys, over the last 2 weeks, I've watched so much tape. I just can't stop. I'm, like, addicted to it. There's some guys that really intrigue me that I wouldn't mind seeing them get if they're available.
All right, give us a name. Who did you like after studying film?
I'll tell you what, the one guy that keeps sticking out and people are all going to roll their eyes is this kid, Bennett Sturts from Iowa. He's a point guard that has an unbelievable handle. I wrote this, kind of reminds me of like a Jalen Brunson type in that he's just that annoying, get you on his back or stop and go or up and under, just like all this stuff. But also he is a phenomenal shooter, and he had to score at Iowa. So he was launching all the time. You put him in a backcourt and you have Maxey and Edgecombe there. I'm not saying a starter or anything, or maybe you do. Maybe you go 3 guards. I don't know. But he's like an exciting guy that I think would just, kind of bring some excitement to Philadelphia. Like, oh, cool, he's coming on the court. Another kid is this Dalen Swain from Texas, who I watched tons of film on. Again, another exciting guy that can just do different things. Cameron Carr, I don't know if he'll be available. A kid from Baylor, where DJ Edgecombe went, is just a springboard and a kid that's going to get better and better. So there's people out there. Hopefully they have some of the exciting guys left at 22 when they finally get there.
Any potential trades? Could they move up? Could they move back? Do you expect them to try to acquire a second-round draft pick?
Again, how? Like who? You know, who's on this roster? That is Dominic Barlow bringing you in something? Is a Justin Edwards? I mean, these are guys that are like, I don't know if they're going to make the team next year if you can upgrade the roster. And if they are on the team, they're fighting for playing time. I don't know if that moves you up to anything. I don't know. Maybe there's a team out there that says, oh, well, we really like Justin Edwards. We'd like to try to do something with him. But honestly, guys, I don't think so. Now, look, there have been things that have happened on trade nights that I've covered for years and years and years that you say, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Maybe. But if something comes about with the Sixers, I don't think it's going to be a whoa. I think it's going to be okay.
All right.
One of those deals.
Big picture question for you here, Bob. I'm going to put you on the clock. You are with the number 2 overall pick with the Utah Jazz. Who you taking? Are you taking Peterson or are you passing on him?
No, I think they'll take him. I mean, their ideal wish would be that AJ would fall down to them at number 2. You get a local kid, a kid that played at BYU. Like, that would be the ultimate for him. But no, I think they'll stick. But then again, I don't know. I mean, maybe they have some blockbuster in mind that they want to do. There's Cam Boozer was projected the best player in basketball last year. He's not dropped to 3, but he's projected at 3. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he falls to 4. So there's just so many different things that could happen. We don't know what's going on. We're just outsiders looking in. Is there somebody that goes to Utah and says, look, Aaron Peterson's a guy that's for our team. We'll give you, I don't know, say whoever's picking, say the Bulls picking 4th, say we'll give you the 4th and we'll move up and we'll give you something else. I don't know, but it would surprise me if the first 3 in the pick don't go what everybody has really said in Debanza and Peterson and Cam Boozer.
Talking to Bob Cooney on Patterson. He's evaluated a ton of prospects. The YouTube videos are right there embedded in the pieces that he did. So it's
really well done.
Yeah, really good reference. All right, so before we get out of here, the Giannis trade happens last night. Would you have done, so if you're Milwaukee, would you have done the Boston trade, 2 first-rounders and Jaylen Brown, or do you like what the Heat offered?
I kind of like what they got from Miami because you got more. You got a little bit more. Jaylen Brown, I do like. I'll tell you guys what really. So last night I'm watching film, and then I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I'm like, let me watch some more film. I go back, turn on my computer, and boom, there's the Giannis trade. And what surprised the hell out of me, maybe you guys feel this way too, because we're all getting up there a little bit. I can't believe Giannis has been in the league for 13 years.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? It seems crazy to me. But, big move. I kind of look at it like, okay, is Giannis that difference maker still? There's been injuries. There's 13 years on the tires. But if you're going to go somewhere and get out of the most out of him, it's with an Eric Spoelstra. It's with a Pat Riley down in Miami. So I think Miami, to me, is the winner in this trade.
All right, there he is, Bob Cooney. Great stuff, Bob. Get to onpattison.com for all of Bob's coverage, and we're looking forward to it. Bob, thanks, buddy, as always.
All right, boys, be good.
All right, there he is, the summer array, and it's Bob Cooney.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bob's right when it comes down to could the Sixers do something big here? Like kicking the door, Mike Ganzi's here with the you-know-what, ready to roll. It's his team. Nope, it's just there's not enough cards, right? They don't have enough chips. Yeah, they got a seat. They got a chip. They could technically win everything here. To steal a saying from poker, all you need is a chip and a chair. But realistically speaking, there are a lot of other teams with a hell of a lot more chips. So that's unfortunate. Look, I'm dreaming big. I have been saying Jaylen Brown for a long, long time. This isn't something that just popped up this week. I know I'm dealing with reality that the Sixers have nothing that they could pitch to potentially fetch a guy like that. But it'd be great to even have a rumor pop up like the Sixers made a call.
Something.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Let me know
to feel relevant because they're not.
Let me know that I still got a heartbeat over there in Camden.
I got to tell you, I was looking through Bob's post, and I'm very interested in Bob Miller.
Oh, you like Bob Miller?
Yep, center. He's 9'3" with a standing reach.
Yeah, need a 9'3" guy. That's what we need.
They do need a backup center. It's just a matter of there's going to be players there at 22 that probably are going to entice them a little bit more. You have them beat under contract, even if you were able to move on. But also the thing, how many games is Embiid playing?
Yeah, look, that's, I think, you have this kid, Sinek, who everybody's been talking about, potentially could be a top 15 pick, though. Let's just be serious about that. So I don't know if he'll be there at 22 when the Sixers select. Also, there is a big man from UNC, Henry Vassar, I want to say his name is. He's another one. And again, I'm bringing up both of their names because it could be potentially a fill-in for Joel Embiid. I think you have to approach it where you knew. I think Bob is right with two things you said. One I already said, and then the second thing was they need help with every position.
Yeah, that's so true.
There's so much that they need. So a backup for Joel Embiid, you could see the vision. You think about everything that they had with that position over the years and how much it's been troublesome. But if you go ahead and get the guy in the draft that can at least come in and help out Joel when he's missing some time or, filling those pieces when he's on the bench during the game, I think that's a good get. They got to take the best available, John.
Yep. Isaiah Evans from Duke can play guard or forward, three-point shooter.
I like him.
Dalen Swain, a lot of people are talking about from Texas.
Swain seems to be a guy that's going to be there at like 20. Like a lot of these names that I'm seeing that people are just continuing to pitch, I don't think are going to be there.
Yeah. Guess we'll find out. And you can find out tonight with us.
That's right.
We're doing our draft special on YouTube, so
we'll
check it out.
Peppering Sam Ostry with a lot of questions. He is the expert. We'll have some fun. We'll keep it moving. But in the grand scheme of things, these players are going to be going to the pros. They're joining those teams. So that's definitely something that I know I'll be able to help out a lot with as far as the fit with the professional clubs, with the big clubs. So there's a lot. There's a lot of conversational pieces coming your way, and we're going to be tackling them all for you coming up at 8 o'clock on YouTube.
Bucks and does it have to wait till after the July 6th is the June 1st? July 6th in the NBA, I think, is the day that can actually make the moves because that's when the new league year is. I don't know if that's included in this, but I know I've read a bunch of scenarios where it's like this would have to wait until after July 6th. So I don't know if that's the case or not. But the Bucks trading Giannis, according to Shams and everybody else, to the Heat for Tyler Hero, 3 recent first-round draft picks, and then 3 first-round draft picks, including tonight, number 13, a pick swap, and a second-round draft pick, and unprotected first-rounders in 31 and 33. So there you go.
Love it. NBA draft is here.
It is.
I remember those kids were crying a lot last year. I wonder if we're going to see a lot of crying again this year.
Maxey cried during his interview with ESPN.
I don't know if, in all love and respect, look, he knew what he was on, the path. But these kids these days, the money that they're making, like in college, taking a little pay cut.
Yeah, the NILs. Well, I mean, maybe this could help college basketball. You see what they're doing with college baseball? So with MLB and their draft, they're trying to totally change everything with the minor leagues. And they're trying to make it to where players aren't eligible to be drafted until they're college age. So you can't come right out of high school and play anymore. Which you know what the colleges are saying? Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Now instead of going to the pros, we're going to get that's a lot of players that go from high school and then get drafted high. So they're going to have to go to college, which is great for college baseball. College baseball is actually college softball is really good too.
Oh yeah,
it's become something.
I love college baseball. I was watching the championship last night.
Bing, 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 bing. Would the
Oklahoma.
Bryce Harper route go into like the junior college work in that world too? Still,
yes. I think there'll be an age, and by the way, the players have to agree to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not that this is what they're doing, but it's an international draft. So now the way it works with baseball is that when you're 16, every year you're able to start signing international prospects. And the Phillies this year, Francisco Renteria, they paid $4 million. They gave a $4 million signing bonus back in January. The kid's 17, and he's killing it so far in the Dominican Summer League. Looks great, but that's what happens. So you go out there every year, and organizations. They have this pool of money they can give to the international players, and there's a lot of corruption that's involved in it and everything else. They want to have an international draft that evens the playing field. Like, okay, now you draft them. You're not having these deals where maybe somebody on the side's getting some cash because they're funneling this player towards you, which would be a lot better because then at least everybody has a chance. And then they would have the regular draft just be from college-age players, which I think is a good idea. But I don't know. And here's another thing, Sean. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
You can trade first-round draft picks in the baseball draft.
Ooh.
So if you don't have anything in your minor league system, Phillies need somebody, we'll trade you a first-round draft pick in 2026 and 2028.
Good. I like it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, change it up a little bit. It needs a little something different, right?
Yep.
But Oklahoma did win last night. We were talking a little bit about that with the weekend recap. And best of three. It was a little bit of a blowout, 13-2. Got ugly quick, but it's been a lot of fun, man. I love college baseball. I do, especially when it gets into that super regional area where it's a best of three and you're playing on the the grounds, the campuses. I think it's really cool. So I'm a fan of college baseball, but all in all, the owners, yeah, they all want to save money. So that's why they're making that change now in Major League Baseball.
Give us the voice memo. Can we have it? This is on the Davis High, the text line, 610-632-0975. Hit it.
Good afternoon, Middays. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Roxy Rodman and Sean Brace. Hey, Sean, all this trade talk over the last few days. I have a trade proposition. Tomorrow at Parks, you bring a Club Hertz membership card along with a Club Hertz t-shirt, extra large, please, and I will bring some trade merchandise for you. Let's just leave Petrilli out of this. Thanks. Bye.
Keep Petrilli out of it. Yeah.
All right, so will you have access to can you join Club Hertz tomorrow if you come to Parks?
Yes, you can. I have the membership cards.
Okay.
Merch, I do not have just yet.
Not yet, no, because we're still waiting. The T-shirts were just designed. You can order them, 975thefanatic.com.
And people are, and I did as well. So I ordered it. Definitely getting a couple extra as well to give away for some giveaways here, especially on air. But, look, yeah, that would be great to have. To hook people up tomorrow at Parks. But, yeah, exactly. You come out. I got your card. You know that. He's a diehard member. We got him.
Do we have a Club Hertz update at all coming up this week? Maybe tomorrow live from Parks?
Tomorrow there will be a Club Hertz update. Ray will be back. Oh, yeah. The streets are talking. Stickers are everywhere.
I saw Petrilli put out a post today. I think it went viral.
Dude, it's just taken over. I mean, it's time to support them. It's time to get behind number one. It's time to believe because, number one, it's Mount Rushmore season. It's ranking season. And number two, people are going to bury him once the season starts. So right here, right now, we got to stand by our man.
Yeah, see, he's putting way too many posts out. There's 4 posts this morning.
It's Petrilli.
But no, it's a picture of Jalen with Devontae and his wife and Jalen's wife.
Yeah. They said they hated him. They said they
got a bunch of shares.
Said no one got along with him. You know? Everybody wanted to believe in A.J. Brown.
And then the video of them dancing's on there, too. It's a very short.
That's great.
It's a montage of Devontae and people dancing at the wedding, and Jalen, it's about probably a second and a quarter. Have him jamming on the dance floor. Nice looking suit.
Has Devontae shared anything from the honeymoon?
He's not doesn't have the same philosophy as John Clark.
John Clark shared a video of him making pesto just now, like literally an hour ago. Guy's on his honeymoon. I'm just following along, man. I'm just along for the ride with the John Clark honeymoon.
Making pesto.
I'm riding with the Clarks right now. I'm in.
Coming up, touch on the Phillies. They lose last night. Back at it today. Middays with Marks, 97.5, The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5, The Fanatic Sports Update.
It's draft day for the Sixers. I'm Sean Rodman, and Gainsey and the Sixers hold the 22nd overall pick tonight in the NBA draft. It'll be the first time Gainsey can add to the Sixers roster. Adam Anderson, a Philly voice, joined Kincade and Salciunas yesterday. He mentioned a defensive-minded player the Sixers could target.
Alan Graves, who played at Santa Clara, he put up some just ridiculous defensive numbers, like historic combination of steal rate and block rate. He's also a great rebounder.
The Sixers pick at 22, and the draft will kick off at 8 p.m. D-Line will get you ready for pre-draft coverage right here on The Fanatic starting at 6. And John and Sean will get you ready during the draft as they will be live on YouTube throughout the draft tonight. The Phillies look to bounce back tonight. Jesus Luzardo gets a start for the Phils and Zach Littell for the Nationals. First pitch is at 6:45. The NHL draft begins on Friday. The Flyers hold the 21st overall pick in this year's draft. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been traded to Miami Heat prior to today's NBA draft, and this update is brought to you by Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. July 3rd, Xfinity Mobile Arena, undefeated South Philly fighter Johnny Cannoli Garbiani fights former world champ Mike Richmond, plus 2 other world title fights. Tickets at bkfc.com. I'm Sean Rodman on the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do anything.
To get to this segment, Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Today's Prime Day.
Hey now.
Sean Brace has his top 5 Prime purchases. Are you making these purchases?
It'd be a lot,
you're thinking about
it'd be a lot cooler if I was, man. Not Optimus Prime, just Prime Day.
Not Optimus Prime?
You know what? I will pitch a few of these to the wife. These are definitely items that I would love to have.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, there's a ton of items I would like to have.
Imagine that. That'd be a little fun. Anybody hook me up with an Amazon gift card? You know, Bezos is good. Let me get
why
some of
not?
that scratch,
Yeah,
Bezos.
just do it, get a buy one, get one free.
What's he doing these days?
Paying a lot of money to his ex-wife?
That.
It doesn't matter.
Hanging with the new wife?
So, yeah, he's trying to buy sports franchises, things like that.
Yeah.
He was in Princeton a couple weeks ago.
Was he?
Yeah, because he went there.
Princeton
So-
what?
University.
Oh, I thought you said the Princeton down in Avalon.
Do you still work at the restaurant?
No, but they went to one of the restaurants that is owned by the group. That's how I found out. So he ate there.
Oh, look at that.
A friend of mine, I found out, waited Bill Gates at the Philadelphia airport. It's like, really?
Really?
And he supposedly left $4 on a, breakfast type receipt. Yeah. Wasn't an expensive meal. But I'm like, did you know him? She's like, no, but people were saying after I was waiting on him that it was Bill Gates. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. look, I don't expect you to leave a $100 tip every single time, but a couple extra bucks on the eggs that I served you, more than 4. Yeah, I think I should get a couple dollars more.
Well, this is very interesting. Some breaking NFL news.
Oh, what do we got?
From Mike Garafolo. You can hit the breaking news sound.
Ooh, that means it's good. That means it's juicy. That means something worthwhile.
Now, breaking sports news from 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
All right, Mike Garafolo's sources. The NFL has informed Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby there will be no supplemental draft this year, rendering him ineligible to play in the league this season. League told Sorsby it is the NFL's sole discretion whether to hold a draft. There will be none in 2026.
Wow. Where'd that come from?
That came from, yo, dude, you were gambling on football, and we ain't letting you play in the NFL yet.
Good.
I agree with you.
Oh, I was yelling about how the fact that how are the teams essentially that. Like this is the ultimate red line. You don't cross it. People have been banished from the games. Pete Rose at the top of the list. And, we're going to move, I felt like heaven and earth for this guy to come to the NFL. Just like, no, man, he's got to pay some sort of fine.
Well, there's got to be a suspension.
Yeah.
And the NFL's essentially giving him a suspension by doing this.
Yeah, but then you had the Keyshawn Booty stuff being brought up, thrown in my face, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just felt different about it. Sorsby, yeah, good. I'm glad he's not coming to the league, and he needs a time to reflect a little bit more.
Well, if he would, it's far more interesting if they did have a supplemental draft, so I'm disappointed that they're not. But from the NFL's perspective, it's a smart move.
I agree.
Because you have to set a precedent, which is, hey, you can't run away if you gamble and you're ineligible in college. You can't just run away and then try to get in the NFL.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to pay a price.
Yeah, so you take that $2.5 million that you just made from Texas Tech and you go.
Yeah, go work out for a year.
Go learn your lesson.
So he'll be in the draft next year and probably be a
he's got the life. He's got life by the you know what.
Yep. He's probably better off. Well, I don't know, not playing, but he can train and get ready for the combine or whatever.
Like I said, he made all that money from Texas Tech, couple mil.
So does he now petition the NCAA to try to play? Like, do they sue again to try to play, or I think the best. Well, there's nothing wrong with trying to do that, but all the colleges were saying, hey, we're not gonna play them. We're gonna boycott them. We're gonna forfeit if we have to play these teams. The ADs were behind it. The Big 12 was meeting to decide what to do. It seems like the cleanest thing to do for him would be just not play and then reemerge next year.
It would be, but something tells me that's not how it's going to play out.
I don't know.
Lawyers are going to be fighting.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. All right, let's get Mad Mike in here. Mad Mike's back from Hawaii. We'll get your prime list coming up next. Mad Mike, you're already back from Hawaii?
No, I'm in Hawaii. I'm looking at the ocean right now.
He's calling us from Hawaii.
Oh, Mad Mike.
Were you listening?
Yeah,
Were you listening, or are you
you
just calling?
Well, I was listening a little bit while I was working out this morning, and then I figured I'd call. I'm actually having an anti-Club Hurts, burn Club Hurts shirt rally. So as soon as people get those dumb Club Hurts shirts, we're going to burn them outside your events.
I would suggest you don't do that.
So listen, get the name Burn Club Hurts.
No.
Club Hurts is a joke, and I can't wait till he throws for 2,400 yards this season, and you have to say, yeah, he sucks, and you have to tell Mad Mike you were right, and I was wrong for supporting that bum fraud loser.
Is that the number we're setting? Is that 2,400? I'll take the over, you take the under. Let's put a sandwich. Is that cool?
Sure.
Right.
Let's go for it.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal.
You know he's going to have a piss poor season.
No, he's
Sean.
not.
Why do we have to know that?
You know it because he's going to be so exposed as a fraud this year. He's going to throw for a ton of interceptions. His yards are going to suck, and everybody's going to be like, "Hurts is done."
Nope.
I guarantee it.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Well, it's a Mad Mike guarantee.
You're going to have to invite. You're gonna have to invite me on air and apologize to me in studio for being such a dumbass to open up this dumbass.
But it's subjective.
So he's not coming to the club.
What? But it's subjective. So I'd be fine with you coming in studio if they finish 8-9 and Jalen Hurts is going to be like they're kicking him out off the team and they're going to trade him. Okay,
sure.
But what happens if that doesn't happen? What happens if the team makes the playoffs and makes a run? What do you got to do?
Mad Mike's got to be painted blue.
What's that? Then I will come in and we'll have a good discussion about it.
How about we stick your head in the toilet and flush it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're strong enough to get my head in the toilet, let's see.
Listen, we got enough people here that
Here
can
we
do
go.
it.
Mad Mike, I'm working out. I'm in Hawaii.
What island are you on right now, Mike?
What's that?
What island are
Oahu.
you on? You're in Oahu. Are you staying in Waikiki?
Yeah, we're at Alani, the Disney resort.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. All right. Well, listen. Enjoy. Go spend time with your family. Stop
Yeah,
bothering
Mad
us.
Mike. Yeah.
They're not even up yet.
They're still sleeping. It's a 6-hour difference right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. You guys have a good one.
There he is. Mad Mike.
From Hawaii.
Live from Hawaii. You would think of all the places he could be, that he'd be in a good mood.
Dude.
And he wouldn't be worried about club hurts.
I'm dying for a vacation. You got one coming up?
So my wife's been asking me for my 50th. We're not going to be able to go for my birthday. It's in December. And
Yeah.
it's like,
let's go to Arizona.
I'd like to take one of these Eagles trips. I want to go to Chicago, though.
Yeah, week
I
3.
really, really want to go. But so she wants. I want to go to an island, and Hawaii's really far, so we're not going to do that. Maybe Cayman
Bahamas.
Islands, Bahamas.
Bahamas, quick trip, man.
Wherever we go, it needs to be the dry season when we go, because I don't want to sit. We just had friends that went to Cancun, and it rained almost every day, and it's like, nah, man, the hell with that.
Yeah,
And the ocean, or I guess it's the Gulf of Mexico, was all nasty because it was the wet season.
November through April, Bahamas, dude. It's quick, easy, bing, bang, boom. You're there, home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Yep.
All right, the top 5 things Sean Brace is looking at on Prime Day.
You want them right now, or do you want to wait?
On the other side.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Got something to say about.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together? If they do, it's going to be a great season. If they don't, it's not. To me, that's where it starts.
Santa Luquito piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out, they went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have
Brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Great teams stick together. So does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration Championship results. Morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E. Morgensternhair.com. 610-831-HAIR. Bill Colarulo told me my Morgenstern Hair TV commercial's out. I have not seen it. He said he saw it once yesterday. He thought it was the first time that it was out on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Ooh, very nice.
And he said it was very good.
I'll have to watch tonight.
Yeah, yes. Phillies back at it tonight. All right, we'll get to the YouTube chat recap. Remember, 8 o'clock tonight, if you're interested in the NBA draft, if you're interested in the Sixers pick, join us on the Fanatics YouTube channel, 97.5 The Fanatic. Subscribe. I think the link's already created, so we're ready to go. You can click in and wait.
Wait in the room.
Yep.
For 6 hours.
That sounds like a plan.
Nice work.
That's coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. But right now, Sean Brace, what do you have?
Oh, today is Prime Day. Some call this a national holiday. Me, I just call it an opportunity to waste more money on Amazon. Take my money, Jeff Bezos. Hit me, Rodman, with a little music here as we're going to go over my top 5 purchases for Amazon Prime. Let's go.
It's supposed to be on right now.
We can't hear it.
No.
I know.
Oh.
That's a problem. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yow.
Make sure you say that.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. It's going to be loud.
Dutz, make a clip of that.
Let's bring it down just a little bit there, Rodman. You're good. Something happened. Some button got hit. That's all right. He's working hard back there.
So I think one of the top ones, the 1, 2, 3, or 4, wasn't in program.
Yeah, it wasn't in program.
Right.
It's working now,
Okay,
Sean.
I'm good. I'm glad.
You can even bring it down just another notch here. Number 5 purchase from me. The iRobot Roomba. It is the robot vacuum plus John Marks, the mop combo. We're talking self-emptying for up to 75 days. Yeah, I'm in on that. I told you I needed one. I want to go with that. You can get that 56% off, $199, under $200.
Not bad. Do you have a lot of
I got a cat.
non-carpeted area in your house?
Well, that's interesting you say that. My downstairs is on hardwood floors. So, yeah, you get a little combo.
Get it, throw it down there, bang.
That's it. All right, number 4 on my list. This is a hot item. The Shark Chill Pill. The only 3-in-1 personal cooling system with fan, insta-chill, cooling plate, and dry touch mist. How about that, sports fans? Yeah, you can get this one off. This is also 49% off. As low as $129, I'm seeing it right now.
Well, that's the same price as Best Buy.
Oh, all right. Well,
Best Buy probably matches it when they see these things.
Ah, good call by you.
So it looks like a Yeti, but it's a fan. It's a mist fanner.
Correct. Yep.
That's awesome.
So you put it right on your neck, and it's nice and chill. All right, number 3 on the list. I need a new toothbrush, John. You know, you go to see the dentist. You used to get a new toothbrush every time, right? I still see the dentist, but I use the electronic toothbrush I've been using. So
right.
I haven't gotten a new one in years.
Really?
Swear to you. I get the new brushes all the time.
Right.
I go through one of those.
But you haven't gotten a new actual motorized part.
Well, Amazon Prime Day. Perfect. Phillips Sonicare 7300 series. This bad boy has 12 brush settings. Oh, I'm in. I need a new one. I actually might purchase that one.
What's the number on it?
I am seeing, I apologize. That one, I am seeing 100 even.
Okay.
How are we looking on that one?
Well, I'm saying just say there's the Sonicare 7100, the 6400, the 4100, the 5700.
You got a price on
What's
that?
What's the model?
Oh, I'm a 73 guy. 7300.
Well, 7100 is $134.99 at
All right,
Target.
there you go. So I'm getting it for $1. Pretty cheap there. We dig that. I need a new toothbrush. All right, number 2, for all my bird watchers out there, how about this bad boy? The Pro Solar Smart Bird Feeder with camera. It's got the AI bird species identification, live stream camera, slow motion video. I love watching birds, John. How about you? Are you a bird watcher?
When I see a cardinal come in the backyard, it's a blue jay.
Anyways, this one's 44% off. You can get it for $1.68.
Okay.
You know who's a big bird watcher? Shane Gillis.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big bird watcher. He's always popping videos up. I need one of these. I like birds.
I was going to say Rodman likes it.
Yeah, bird too, yeah. The issue is that squirrels come and take all the food.
Yeah, that's why you need the feeder needs to be squirrel proof.
That's right. All right, last but not least, number 1 item that I am purchasing today via Prime, the Cuisine Art Chef's Classic 11-piece stainless steel pots and pans set.
All right, now you're talking. What is the brand?
This is Cuisine Art.
Okay.
43% off stainless steel. I need the stainless steel.
Oh, I don't like stainless steel.
But everything else gets so, yucky.
I know it does. That's why I was actually on Kohl's because I had 40% off coupon, and I was looking to buy a new
Kohl's Cash.
You get Kohl's Cash with it too.
Yeah, right.
But I really need more frying pans. I don't need more
the pots.
I don't need the big quart pot. I don't need the big quart pot.
Oh, this is nice. This is good. This is a
what's the price?
11-piece stainless steel set for 43% off at $119.95.
That's a good price,
dude. I'm in. I need new pots and pans.
Pots and pans.
Glad I just bought them.
There you go.
Did you just buy new pots and pans for the new place?
Not stainless steel, but bought new ones a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. I typically go with
Yeah, we don't
regular
have stainless steel either, but I think
You
we
like
need,
them.
we need to make them. A matter of fact, a guy way back in the day used to call everybody pots and pans. How you doing?
Pots and pans, my man, pots and pans.
That's it. All right, that's what I'm purchasing on Amazon Prime. If you have any other recommendations out there, please hit me up at Sean_Brace.
Bird feeder with camera.
Yeah, man.
It's interesting. On my Ring camera, not last night before, this damn deer ate all the buds off the flowers. But did both of them too. But we have right by the front door these beautiful, I don't even know what they are, yellow flowers. Friggin' thing ate all of them.
Did you rewind it and watch it?
Well, it looked like a bear when you first looked at it when it was far away, because deer's just kind of standing there, and then you know what it is because they walk up, and it just ate everything off of it.
Yeah.
Because the thing was triggered. I was asleep. I didn't, but my wife saw it was being triggered, and she looked. She's like, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Yeah,
Anyway.
something ate my tomato plants. Took me out.
Probably a deer.
In my garden.
Yep.
Damn it.
A lot of people reacting to you being a bird watcher,
Oh, I'm a major bird watcher.
including Kevin from Delco.
Yeah, I watch a lot of birds.
Okay,
There's nothing wrong with that, right?
I guess.
Okay.
It's kind of fits your thing. Sitting outside, just watching birds.
Love watching the birds.
Nice. Now, do you have a book and you look and be like, all right, what's that?
I should, but I don't. And I know it's
Christmas
a little
gift.
It's an old man vibe. I get it, but at the end of the day, man, they're free, man. Free like a bird.
That's true. All right, let's get to the YouTube chat recap. What do we got?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie.
Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Hit me.
Rodman looks like he struggles with the backs of cereal boxes. If Bayless from the chat
Struggles with
I don't understand that one.
With the backs of cereal boxes. Oh, I don't get it either. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe negative Nate knew more of the context.
Yeah, we love the
I don't know. All right, what's next?
I wonder if Ray got his beard beaded and got cornrows in Jamaica. Andy from the chat.
Didn't seem it, but yeah, that used to happen a lot. You get people to come back from Jamaica, the hair is braided.
Be a lot
Or
cooler if
beaded.
he did.
Oh, that'd be great.
Nate showed me a picture. He put something on his story. It's a very blurry picture. It's him, and it looks like other people dancing behind him.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
so is that Nate says? How do you two not understand what that means?
No idea.
Listen,
I don't know.
I've never pretended to be the most intelligent person in the world.
Back of cereal boxes.
It's actually three of them that don't. Is
Yeah.
it that obvious that we don't see it? I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right, what's next?
Rodman's algorithm is being monitored by the FBI. MBD from the chat.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Rodman.
I don't know.
Why is
Can't
this
tell.
negative? Why is this negative on you?
I don't know.
Well, they always pick on the producer.
I know.
Got to earn
Yeah,
your keep.
Well, not Ray.
You're right about that.
No,
Well,
it's everybody else.
Except for stuff with ladies with Ray.
Right, but that's not picking on
Yeah,
Ray.
I mean,
That's
I know.
if you listen to the show, you would think that Ray really does get laid all the time, which doesn't happen. Right?
How do you know?
Ray.
Because I know. That's
How
how
about that?
Oh, I
don't
got
know.
something for you. Might.
This point in my life, I'm gonna have fun alone.
There you go.
There you go. Nice.
All right, what's next?
Hey, Rodman, take a break from anime and binge Game of Thrones. Dawood from the chat.
But you've seen that, right?
Seen Game of Thrones. Don't watch anime.
You don't.
No, never could get into it. A lot of my friends are in anime, but
They
not
are?
for me.
I like anime.
Do you like Pokemon cards?
I mean, yeah, when I was 8. They're good now, actually. There's like boxes. I have friends that collect them, and they don't open the boxes, and they'll buy a box at Costco, and they're like $95. You can resell it for.
Yeah, no, John from Manayunk, one of our callers, listeners, long time.
Oh, yeah.
He has this room at his house with all these collectibles. It's like $1 million worth of stuff in there. He's got Pokemon stuff. It's unbelievable.
The only Pokemon cards I have, a friend gave me a little box. He said, resell it when you want to, or keep it. That's what he gave me for my birthday.
So did you keep it?
Yeah, I still have it. I mean, gave me a couple weeks ago, so it's still building value, I guess.
All right, what's next?
Rodman is going to start The Sopranos right after he gets finished his X-rated Family Guy series. Money Mar from the chat.
Huh. You struggle to read the box, is what they're saying.
Okay.
Struggles the back of the. Okay, yeah, I guess I got it. Sure. All right.
I don't know why the back of the box, not the front. But
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
that's it.
All right. YouTube chat recap. We didn't get to play this. Did you see Jazz Chisholm last night? What he was doing?
No.
He was playing. He was at second base eating with a lollipop in his mouth, a blow pop. And Michael K's on the call, and it's going and he literally had. Not only did he have it in his mouth, he was taking it out.
No.
Oh yes, he was. Google it. It's unbelievable. If we were doing Phil, like literally, if we were, this would be what we talked about for 4 hours today. So he's an idiot on top of it.
Oh, he absolutely is.
He's a total idiot. And he's out there because Michael K's like, that's not a Tootsie Pop, that's a blow pop.
He literally is out there at second base playing the position.
Playing defensively with a blow pop. And he's taking it out and then putting it back in between pitches.
Well, apparently Aaron Boone was mad about it and didn't realize this is the second time this season that he did it. Ooh. Yeah, dude. You're ridiculous. Unbelievable.
He didn't even try to hide it.
I wish we did 4 hours on that, actually. That would have been great.
That would have been fun. By the way, so the deal of the week. It's an amazing offer. Sahara Sam's Oasis Water Park. That's in West Berlin, New Jersey. 2 tickets to Sahara Sam's Oasis Water Park for the price of 1. 2 tickets for $30. That's a $60 value. Get this deal right now, 975thefanatic.com/deals. Coming up next, Ricky Bowen studio again with Bill Colarulo. They're coming up next. See you.